behind schedule? They ain't on the field. We need to be kicking off at 2:06. Our own monitor. You love that, right? We get our own monitor.
Hey, state championships, man. It's just, you know.
So the people's okay. The scene is set. Weekend of Champions 2024 brought to you by the South Carolina High School League. Oliver C. Dawson Stadium on the campus of South Carolina State. Let's crown some champions right now. Greetings and welcome to the South Carolina High School League Football Championship Weekend broadcast brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Our first matchup, the 2A battle between the Clinton Red Devils at 11-2 and the Barnwell Warhorses at 13-1. Glad to have you with us. My name is Stacey Huff, joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Cashin. And Joe, two teams, Clinton, Barnwell, they're used to winning.
No doubt about that, Stacey. A lot of championship pedigree between these two of the winningest all-time programs in the state of South Carolina. Clinton going after their 9th state championship, their first since 2009. And for Barnwell, they're looking for their first state title since 1988. A lot of rich history and a great way to start off the Weekend of Champions.
Someone will add to their trophy cases here in about 2.5 hours. Let's start with our players to watch this ball game. There are players to rely on, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Let's begin with our visiting team first.
First, for the Clinton Red Devils, their player to rely on today is going to be running back Javen Cook. You see him right there. 1,789 yards rushing, averages almost 9 yards a carry, 21 touchdowns on the season. They call him Zoom. He's going to be trying to see who he can zoom. Who's zooming who today? That's what they're going to try to do to Barnwell today with Javen Cook.
Looking forward to seeing that young man play. And for Barnwell, who are they leaning on today?
Well, it all starts at the quarterback for the Warhorses of Barnwell. You see him right there, number 9, Cameron Austin. He's completed 196 attempts, 128 completions, almost 2,000 yards through the air, 16 touchdowns. He's only thrown it away 6 times. If the Barnwell Warhorses offense is off and running today, hoofing it down the field, it will be on the arm of Cameron Austin.
Players to rely on, brought to you by A&I. And, of course, A&I, you can rely on A&I. Now, for our food for thought, brought to you by Ingles. What are our keys to the ball game, if you will? Let's begin with our visitors, the Red Devils of Clinton.
If you're Clinton, you want to sustain drives. This is a rushing attack that averages 340 yards per game on the ground. You want to finish those drives with points. If you're the Warhorses, avoid third down and long. You want to keep it in third and short. You also want to win the turnover battle.
That's well said, and that's the plan coming in. We'll see how they execute those. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin with you. Jake DeLongchamps will join us on the sidelines. Buckle up, get ready. We will crown a 2A champion here in the South Carolina High School Weekend of Champions from Oliver C. Dawson Stadium in Orangeburg.
When I was growing up, I was taught, if you make a promise, you keep it. And for 45 years, that's what we've been doing at A&I Fire and Water Restoration. From Wilmington to Florence, from Myrtle Beach to Charleston. When disaster has struck, we've made promises to tens of thousands of families to turn their houses to homes again. We take pride in keeping our promises. It's what we do. It's who we are.
A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Thank you so much
for putting your faith in us.
We are here because of you.
It really means a lot that you've trusted us over the years.
And we'll be here for you.
I've got to meet good, hardworking people that have become my clients, my friends.
Thank you to everyone that's let us help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg. Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank you, Raquel.
Healthy on the outside doesn't mean much if vaping has weakened you from the inside, because the chemicals in vapes don't just leave you short of breath. They damage your lungs on a cellular level, leaving even the fittest among us weak and vulnerable to viruses. So what starts as a vapor's cough can easily turn into pneumonia or something worse. Is vaping sabotaging you? Get the facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Welcome back to the South Carolina High School League Football Weekend of Champions from Orangeburg, South Carolina, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Let's check in with the third man of our broadcast crew, Jack the Longchamps. Jack, what's going on, man?
Boys, I appreciate you guys having me. As you can hear these fans, this is a raucous environment. Both of these schools have traveled well. And speaking with both of the respected head coaches, Coach Fountain and Coach Smith, we hate to sound cliche, but today is all about number 9, Cameron Austin. You guys mentioned some of the passing numbers. 16 in the air. For me, I got his eyes on his legs. 16 on the ground, 32 total touchdowns, tops in the state. This is a kid that was recently committed to play baseball at the University of South Carolina with his commitment back open. This kid's future got to be on the gridiron. He's a stud. And on that other sideline for Clinton, how do you slow him down? They run a lot of 4-3, a lot of 4-2-5. It's a defense that loves to bring a lot of pressure. The cat and mouse, the chess match game. Try to figure out how you slow down big number 9, because it is an absolute load. He's a stud. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jack. We'll be watching for that and others as we go along. Back up top here. Beautiful day for football. Clinton has won the toss and chosen to receive. They want to go on attack early behind that strong offensive line and that ground attack with Zoom at running back. We'll talk more about that young man for Clinton as well. And there's a coach for you right there, Brian Smith of Barnwell. Get some instructions there from the official. He's been around a long time, a veteran coach here in the area. So he's leading his Warhorse team here. 143, 117, 29 seasons, 3 state championships for the school there, and 9 state championship game appearances. It's only his second season there, but he's taken over a talent-rich and tradition-rich school, 20-6 in his tenure. He's been around the state, as you saw there, 29 years. And that's Coach Corey Fountain of Clinton right there. In his 6th season at Clinton, he was at some time at Lamar. He played at Lamar, played at North Greenville, played a little quarterback back in the day. And he's a football, baseball guy up at North Greenville. Spent some time at Lamar under Coach Boyd up there, his mentor. And got to be OC coordinator there. And has been at Clinton now for about 6 years. And they're kicking off the Will LeGray Opportunity School kickoff is underway. And the 2A title. Check that opening kickoff. Oh, big hit out of bounds. Check that low country crawl space kickoff that time. It's time for the low country crawl space kickoff. Each and every kickoff brought to you by them. Let's work together to correct your crawl space problems today. My bad, low country crawl space. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin here. Joe, we're going to get a first look at this offense here that both teams are going to lean on their offensive line and try to be more physical at the point of attack. Let's see how it works.
No doubt about that, Stacey. One of the keys, obviously, we talked about in the opening was how could Clinton run the football. 340 yards per game on the ground. We're going to see a lot. Healthy dose today of Javen Cook. He was one of our players to watch, and so we'll see him right away.
Sean Robinson is going to hand right there. Quick handoff and going nowhere. Good job up front The young men in red, that's the Barnwell Warhorses. Let's take a look at the Clinton offense. Starting lineups brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Sean Richardson, we just talked about. DJ Clark, Rhett Gilliam, the running backs. Javen Cook is a wide receiver. Number 3, they handed to him as well. Boyd, Swindle, the receivers. The offensive line is Pitts, Lawson, Gordon, Honeycutt, and Trey Aiken. Trey Aiken, number 70, a junior with P4 offers. One of them is Wake Forest, Kentucky. Virginia Tech has offered a young man in second play. They're going to go up the right side and room across the 30, the 40. It's going to be a foot race across the 50, across the 40, the 30, the 20. They're not going to catch him. And just a little curvature route there just to rub it in a little taste. Sean Richardson brings you the Russia's touchdown strike up. The Clinton fights on Joe Cashin. How about that? They strike early and suddenly.
Sean Richardson just faked the handoff, found a gap straight up the middle. You'll see it right here. There's a missed tackle right away here, Stacy, that could have stopped it, but Sean Richardson able to shed that one tackler, and boom, he gets a great block out there on the corner by Devin Swindler, and he just pick him up and put him down time for the Red Devils. Off and running here early. 78 yards unofficially on that. They'll go for 2 here.
Go for 2. That's how just happened that quick. That's how Mark Brown, the offensive player of the game nominee, and they got the 2-point conversion as well. That time they went to 21 out of that backfield. Rhett Gilliam. And look at the 6-foot senior, Sean Robinson. Watch this.
Watch this. He just kind of fakes the handoff, takes it straight up the A-gap. One missed tackle, almost another one right there. Almost had a chance in one right there. Did Barnwell, but there's no chance. Richardson breaks the line of scrimmage. He's at the second level in a hurry. And like we say, he is off and running.
And you know the curves right there. Richardson said he doesn't take a little time off the clock right now early in the game.
He said, y'all are talking about Javen Cook. Well, guess what?
Right. How about
Watch this?
And I said his name wrong. Robinson. It's Richardson to Sean. They call him Sean Richardson, the senior quarterback, 6 foot, about 175. There he is on your screen right there. He is the guy who makes it go. He has to control the game. He has interest from South Carolina State, Wingate, Howard, and North Carolina Central. So he may be playing a field he may play in college on, right? South Carolina State has shown interest. So I'll ever see Dawson Stadium could be home for him at some point. And Chennis Berry and those guys have taken a peek and some interest in that young man. That's the way to start it if you're Clinton.
No doubt about that. 2 plays, 79 yards unofficially. The score clock, the scoreboard is not working right now here at the stadium, so they're going to have to figure that out. So not sure what the time of possession was or how much time is even left on the clock.
Oh, here we go. A nice run there. He needs one block. This may go. Needs a block, and the man fouled. No flags. It's going to be a race to the pylon. Touchdown. Barnwell, lickety-split, and just like that, Jaquan Peoples, the people's champ. He gave him the people's elbow, the people's legs. Rushes touchdown by Jaquan Peoples. What an answer. He took that low country crawl space kickoff, Joe, before I could say it.
You're still looking at the promo card, and this kid's in the end zone.
Man, he didn't give me a chance. These guys are, look at the crowd, man. The crowd is showing some excitement early. A lot of fans on both sides have made the trip down the interstate.
A pair of ones, Stacy, already in this game.
Absolutely. Aces, wow. In for the extra point. It's number 23, Lane Evans. And no good. I mean, that could come back. So we always say, let's look at the young man, the touchdown maker right there. That could come back to haunt them, missing that extra point. Take a look.
That's got to be about the 15. I can't really tell where he catches it right there, but I mean, watch this right here, Jaquan Peoples. I mean, you just watch him. I mean, he busts a tackle right there, and like we said for his counterpart Richardson, he's just picking him up and putting him down all the way to the end zone. What an electrifying start here, Stacey. It couldn't be any better than this. Listen, holy mackerel!
You got to get the Peoples what they want. He's one of
there
four.
You go.
He's one of 4 Peoples on this team. Jaquan Peoples, Jordan Peoples on the squad, Jaden Peoples, Calvin Peoples. So the Peoples have spoken.
They really have, and of course the extra point no good, so it leaves it an 8-6 game. But my goodness.
Yes, highly impressive start by both teams. There's that one right there. You mentioned Ace is wild right now. One, Sean Richardson for Clinton, and the answer he didn't want. We talked about Cameron, his quarterback so much, Cameron Austin. He said, I don't want Cameron to touch the ball right now. Let Cameron rest a little while longer. And I'll go ahead and put 6 on the board. So 8-6 is your score. We're now time for the low country crawl spaces kickoff. Once again, our third kickoff. And we played about 2 minutes, a few minutes of football here.
I'm not even sure it's been 2 minutes, to be honest with you.
The scoreboard is not working. We didn't mention that. So kickoff is going to be fielded right at the 10-yard line. And let's see if we have more electricity And this room on the left side over there, a tackle. Look at a tackle on special teams. And guess who made the tackle? That was Jordan Peoples, another one of the Peoples. And that back is the touchdown maker right there, Joe. Sean Richardson.
So Clinton with an early 8-6 advantage in this game. And again, we're going to have to rely on the field to kind of let us know what time will be officially kept on the field. You don't rely on the score clock necessarily, but try to see if we can't get some updates as to
pass over to the left side, almost picked off. It was a confusion. Let's look at Barnwell's starting defense, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Zizek, Carter, and Hines on the D-line. The linebackers are Sturkey, Edie, Rollins, and Peoples. And the cornerback, Pickney, Peoples, and at safety, DeVoe, and we'll get you that last name there in a moment, but two people still starting and line up on that defense. Handoff to Rhett Gilliam on the left side. He has close to first down yardage. They're going to move those sticks. That's 10 yards on that second down carry. Good job up front from Clinton.
And it's an outstanding Clinton offensive line. We'll talk about these guys all day long. Big offensive front. It's key why they average 340 on the ground each and every ball game, led by big number 70 up there. Just a junior, Trey Aiken, already with some P4 offers, including South Carolina.
Yeah, the other cornerback for Barnwell I didn't get to mention is Pinkney, number 12, Jaden Pinkney. He's also in that corner to the near side right here. It'll be a give again, right up the middle. They're going to test the strength early in this ball game. Another run up the middle, gain of about 5 that time. And I believe that may be Javen Cook on the carry. So this game hadn't settled down yet. It's been kind of a
had a chance to catch our breath, Stacy.
Exactly.
Holy mackerel.
Exactly. Glad to have you with us, folks. The Weekend of Champions is the first of 6 games on tap here from Oliver C. Dawson Stadium on the campus of South Carolina State University. 2 games each day, today, tomorrow, and Saturday. And that's going to be a pre-snap penalty, our first flag of the game, and we don't want to see a lot of those. So we'll see what the white hat had. Here's the shades on. He's rocking the shades.
Snap infraction.
Yeah, legal procedure is going to give back the 5 yards they got on the first play, and they're going to walk it back. Right, there's Coach Fountain. Just speaking to him on the phone. I didn't get to talk to Coach Smith this week. I did talk to Coach Fountain for a good bit of time the other day. He's really excited about his team. And again, he's from my area, the PD up there. He's from Lamar. I'm a Chesterfield guy.
He coached 2 state championships at Lamar, 15 and 17.
Absolutely. And this inside give to Cook. Room on the left side. We're going to see he got tripped up. We were about to see the zoom. A touchdown saving tackle that time by number 5, William Robinson.
Just does grab that shoestring that's hanging out by the Watch Javen Cook right there. Takes a little counter. Kind of goes back to the left, gets great blocking up front, and
right
there is Richardson. Just does grab that shoe top.
Listen, there's nobody besides him. It was green grass and opportunity had he gotten past that tackle. It's going to be 3rd and a short one, less than 1. That was movement right at the snap, I thought. And he's going to fight. Listen, he fought to the sticks right there. It's going to be Cook. The spot is important. I thought he got right to the stick.
He got right to the line of game, Stacy. It's going to be awfully close. We have a good view of it from where we are. They're going to move it ahead, say first down.
They're moving. That's going to be a first down. Again, another first down in this ball game. That's Will Luke Opportunity School first down. Now sponsor for that. A rich tradition of individualized learning. Will Luke Opportunity School. Ball is at the 45-yard line, folks. If you're just tuning in, had 2 quick scores to start the ball game. Clinton on a quarterback keeper, and Barnwell with the kickoff return. Inside give again to Cook, and just a sea of red jerseys. Great job up front by Barnwell. They snuffed it out. They shut it down like a fire marshal.
At a frat house
party. Nothing to see here. Please move along.
Clayton says that in there for the Warhorses defense. You watch it right here. Just hand off straight up the gap, and watch big number 53 get in there. He just stuffs that right at the point of attack. Also gets some help in there from Copeland Owens.
Is that? Yeah, they really got penetration that time. Great job up front for Barnwell. And both these team coaches are stingy and stubborn in the trenches. They feel like they're going to lay their hat on the trenches. And right now it's still up for grabs. Both teams have looked really dominant. They're going to run it this time. They're going to throw it this time. I mean, he pulls it, has a man right short of the line. It's going to be short of the first down, but a good throw and catch that time. Pass complete to Devin Swindle, the senior wide receiver at 6'2", 180. So it's going to be 2 yards short there. We'll see what they dial up here, Joe.
Again, if you are just joining us, we do not have a clock that we can lock in on. The scoreboard is in op at the moment. We do know it's the first quarter, and we do know it's an 8-6 lead.
We do have that. We have that. Oh, that's Rick Gilliam with a nice move in the hole, and he needed a couple of yards. He got about 12. Check that, make it 10, but either way, it's a first down. They're going to move those sticks. Take a look at this play again, Joe.
Good blocking again. Watch big number 70. We just mentioned him a minute ago. Big number 70, Trey Aikens, able to get the seal block right there. Also credit 75 in there. Hunter Lawson, he's an outstanding prospect going to the North-South game for Clinton.
It was a Will Luke great opportunity to scoop first down that time on that play. The ball's inside the 30-yard line. Coming downhill now, Clinton on that 8-6 lead. Inside give again, and it's room over the right side. It's going to be a touchdown. Picking them up, putting them down, strike up. The Red Devil fights on. It was a touchdown run for DJ Clark, and he's spinning the twos in the end zone, Joe. Rushes touchdown for DJ Clark.
27 yards for DJ Clark that time, and again, he's hardly even touched. They fake it to the left, coming back to the right, a little counter action, and boy, there's nobody
DJ,
there.
That's my DJ.
Yep, he's in the end zone.
It's just wide open. The blocking and the play call, that inside buck, that cross buck handoff is really confusing Clinton. That's a couple of big runs they gotten off that early in this game. So 14-6, an extra point pending. They went for 2 last time. Got it, and this time they're going to put toe to leather. That's up and good. Hands to the sky. We're going to step away. Weekend of Champions brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Come on back.
There was a time when a person's word was enough. A time when a handshake meant something and integrity really mattered. For nearly 70 years, the values of Farm Bureau Insurance have been rooted in hard work, faith, and family. In that time, we've seen the world change in many ways. What hasn't wavered is Farm Bureau Insurance's commitment to protect our customers' way of life and serve the communities in which they live when they need us most. You deserve more. You deserve a promise.
Back to the broadcast brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration of our 2024 High School Football Championships from Oliver C. Dawson Bulldog Stadium on the campus of South Carolina State. 15-6. The Clinton Red Devils have gone up. And, of course, coming up at halftime, the Coastal Wound Care Halftime Report. We'll have a special interview with the South Carolina High School League, first half highlights, and more. Heal faster with Coastal Wound Care. It's been a doozy thus far. The first quarter has been really electrifying, and it portends of an exciting contest. We have not seen Barnwell's offense yet. We're halfway through the first quarter because of the kickoff return.
The Clinton scoring drive, 8 plays, 65 yards. DJ Clark, 27 yards out. PAT by Kirkendall.
There's a kickoff again. Fielded that time, and this time they're going to make a tackle. And let me read the read. It's a low country crawl space kickoff. Let's work together to correct your crawl space problems today. Shout out to Low Country Crawl Spaces for their sponsorship of all our kickoffs. We're going to have a lot of kickoffs in this game, as it turns out, it looks like. And there's the young man we talked about before the game, Cameron Austin, baseball star, was a Gamecock commit and recruitment back open, but he's going to get some interest for football as well, especially the way he's played down the stretch here his senior year. They'll take over at the 17-yard line. Barnwell, their offense's first time. We'll get you the starters in a moment. First time touching the ball. Empty backfield. He's going to sling it out and knock down. Well defense that time. That's 34 in white, Joe. Luke Young. Let's take a look at the Stuart Law office's starting lineups for Barnwell. Cameron Austin, we talked about. Nehemiah Brown, the running back. Robinson, Peoples, another Peoples. Wesley and Sturkey, the wide receivers. The line, Hanbury, Buxton, Owens, Beddingfield, and Cherry. So there's Austin, and they knew it was coming. They They got to stop this guy. He's been in conversation for both teams coming into the game, so 9 will be key. Went back to his left that time, and he's going to keep it and run it. He has room up the middle. Going to be right at the sticks for Cameron Austin. He might have gotten 11 and needed 10, and they're going to move the sticks. He got more than enough. The defense of Clinton, brought to you by Stewart Law Offices, Jalen Glenn, KJ Smith, Clayton Lawson, Darrell Swindler, Brett Young and Luke Young, the brothers right there, 10 and 34, good linebacker duo right there. Copeland, the other linebacker, Tinsley, Boyd, Perrin, and Boyd. 2 Boyd brothers, 2 Young brothers on this defense.
And you got 3 sets of brothers on this team, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
2 of them right there.
Yep. So that was a first down brought to you by Will Lugray Opportunity School by Cameron Austin as well. Will Lugray, a rich tradition of individualized learning, and that first down play right there is a short gain. So we'll see again. It's a battle now for the trenches. We'll see who ultimately settles the game down and exerts their will. Clinton has had their way with their 2 possessions. 2nd and 9 coming up.
They want to get Nehemiah Brown untracked here. Almost 1,000 yards rushing this season for Brown, and 10 touchdowns. Had a big game last week against Manning.
Well, answer that and finish it off strong. That's a pitch wide, and man, right there, one of those young fellas, one of the young brothers right there, number 10, Brett Young, one of the captains tonight, the senior. He's the bigger brother. Just blew that play up, and then, of course, he had help coming from the interior.
Now, we did talk about getting Nehemiah Brown untracked, but this is a good read right here. Just coming in off the edge right there. Brett Young, he's able to get in there, beat the block, make the tackle for loss.
Yeah, he said that kid watches a lot of films. He watches film like a coach, number 10 right there. So he's all over the field. And his younger brother, Luke Young, number 34, they both fly around, as well as the 3rd linebacker there. They're going to pass it this time, and nothing happening. Don't like the way he fell untouched that time. Glad he's okay that time. Wondered the way Austin went down, but 14, the closest man there on defense, that is Jalen Glenn.
Just came off that edge hard, and no one really there to put much of a block on him. And I did look a little bit awkward watching Austin go down. Glad he's okay. Watch him. He just fights off the block right there, comes in off that side, and he gets the sack. And that's a great stand after picking up an initial first down. The Warhorses.
What you don't want to do is
the field.
Yes, sir, Joe. What you don't want to see is the team, you're punting in the team, almost block a team with a returner standing around midfield. That's a bad start to your day. There's a good bounce, though, inside the 40-yard line, so they made the most of that. So they're going to down it right there. We'll step away. It's the Weekend of Champions 2024. Brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Come on back. This is a good one in the 2A battle.
Absolute Total Care. Total health care for you and your family. Total peace of mind and well-being. Total assurance plan coverage. Totally affordable healthcare solutions for everyone. Absolute Total Care is totally South Carolina. Totally you.
Our health insurance is designed to improve the lives of individuals and families of South Carolina. At Absolute Total Care, we mean it when we say, one plan, always covered.
Welcome back, folks. A&I Fire and Water Restoration broadcast of the 2024 High School League Championships. And we right to live action, and Richardson is going to launch one. Here's a man. The receiver was behind everybody, and that underthrow is going to cause an interference. He was throwing it to number 7, Chris Boyd, and the underthrow made him fighting back for the ball. Is going to cause the interference.
See, I'm not a. If they call this on the defense, I'm really going to be kind of like.
I'd be surprised if it's not on the defense.
I know I will be too, Stacy, but I mean,
let's see. The White Hat's going to tell us at some point. It is on the defense.
Yeah.
9.5 times out of 10. That's the way they go with it. Just to go either way. Take a look again. You judge at home. is woefully underthrown.
It is, and I thought the defender was in good shape. And if anything, I thought the offensive man caused the contact.
Yeah. Those young receivers, that's like the back shoulder throw. These young receivers know how to fight back through the ball. They can cause the commotion. That is going to be a real great opportunity. School first down, and he bobbled that. That ball was bobbled mid-carry that time by Javen Cook. I don't know if we have another look. When he came around that right side, the ball popped out of his hand. He corralled the ball. They took a look right here. Watch, the ball pops out right there. He caught it again.
Lucky. Very fortunate right there. Not a clean handoff, but he's able to at least make something out of it. Probably gets it about 5.
And they almost yanked it out as he went down again. They were pulling at it. When the defense sees the ball come out and it's a little slippery, they're going to attack. So that's good. It made a good play out of it, though. Second and about 5 inside of Barnwell territory. Cook is in motion. Give it to him on the left side. Oh, he bounces that out. He's going to cut back inside now, but just nowhere to go. He got hammered that time by Jaden Rollins. And he's going to lose a couple on that. At least lose 1 yard on that play. Third down and call it 6.
Jet action there going to the left. That's a good job by Barnwell to set the edge there, force that play back in, and actually take it down for no gain. A little bit of a loss, perhaps.
Absolutely. They gave him a spot. This is at the 42. They'll call it 3rd and 5. Let's play. You said the inside buck handoff has been good to him. So there it is. They went to it again, and he's going to fight down. It's going to be a little short. This is going to be an interesting decision here. DJ Clark, the touchdown maker, was on the carry. He got yanked about 1.5 yards from the first down. They snatched it back.
Good job by Torrey Pickens there. Yes. Sophomore linebacker. You see, he called what was going to happen here, kind of like that cross buck action coming back to the right. Get Pickens in there. He went on the initial stop, read that well, and that stopped him short of the first down. We'll see what Clinton does here. 4th and 2.
I tell you, both teams now, stubborn, and they've leaned on their offensive lines who have played well all season to get them to this championship game. I think you're going to see more often than not. They're going to push their chips to the table and put it in the hands of their offensive line, and that's what Clinton's going to do right here. There's Richardson, who has a touchdown in the game. Oh, big room on that left side. He cut it back in, but he could have bounced that outside. He might still be running. Jamin Cook well blocked on the left side. It's going to be a real great opportunity to scoot first down, Joe.
I think there was a problem on the handoff right there, too. Kind of looked like that other play earlier. We kind of bobbled it a little bit.
We'll have to watch that. It may be a thing. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin in the booth, and Jack DeLongchamps down on the field. We'll hear from Jack a little later on as the game proceeds. And right now, Clinton with a 9-point lead, the football and the momentum. Cook around the left side, and he has speed now. Snatch and spins down inside the 30-yard line. He's stronger than he looks. Now he's about 5'7", about a $165, $170, but ran through a tackle that time.
Torrey Pickens on the tackle.
Clinton, you'll take 5 yards on first down. Play ahead of the chains every time. Be ahead of schedule there.
The Barnwell 30-yard line.
They really controlled this action here in the first quarter. You had the big kickoff return by Barnwell after the electrifying second play from scrimmage touchdown by Clinton, but Red Devils have really sort of controlled the first 12 minutes here.
Almost right at the 30-yard line. Richardson is the key man here handling the ball. Rhett Gilliam upended and falls down about the 28-yard line. That's going to bring up another third down and manageable, about 2.5. The line to gain is the 25-yard line. We haven't had a lot of Dartmouth in players red zone action because teams have scored
outside,
way out. Yes, long runs. Beautiful day for football, Joe. We talked about it. It is just plush. Great fall day here in South Carolina, December. Teams get to play in the short sleeves. Beautiful sun splash day. So we dial up here on 3rd and 2, and it's going to be Richardson, and he once again got hit at the sticks. It depends on the spot. Looks like they're going to wave the.
Got it.
They've moved. Yeah, he got right at the sticks. So if you're Barnwell, Joe, they're doing a lot of bending, and ultimately they kind of break into it. At some point, they got to kind of keep them out of these short yardage situations.
Be good for Barnwell to force the football on the ground. Get a ball out or something like that. But
yeah, we've seen a couple of not the smoothest of exchanges that could come to play, and I'm sure they're going to be punching at the ball as it goes along. But a score here for Clinton.
The last play
puts a lot of pressure on Barnwell if they snap it. They're going to snap it. That's Cook. Man, Cook had a lot of red jerseys. Good job up front. Fired up player, get up there for Barnwell. That's going to be the end of the quarter. That was a big play by Barnwell's defense. Talking about Jeremiah Edie. We're going to step away. First quarter was really good here in the 2024 Weekend of Champions 2A battle. Clinton and Barnwell.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Costa Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Costa Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. As a physician-run private practice, we prioritize your needs, providing the time and attention you deserve. Our dedicated team is here for you. We offer next-day appointments, making your recovery as seamless as possible. Call Costa Wound Care now and start healing.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Going to college for esports feels amazing. Growing up, it's something I never thought would happen. My family never thought it would happen. And then within 2.5 years, here I am.
He's actually a madman whenever it comes to playing on the sticks.
It's getting to look a lot like Christmas here at the South Carolina High School League Football Championships. Clinton, Barnwell in a 2A battle to crown a champion, and it is Clinton in control 15-6. This ball game. We're about set to start the second quarter. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Jack the Longchamps. Clinton driving, trying to add to their 15-6 lead here at Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. It's going to be a reverse this time. Quarterback blocker Richardson got a block on the outside. Check that. The quarterback Richardson gain of him. That could have been even good play by Barnwell. That could have been huge. On the carry, Joe, was Devin Swindler.
Called the block by the quarterback as Deshaun Richardson got out there and threw the key block. Didn't really look like there was going to be much on this reverse, but there was. Yeah, watch out there on the corner.
Richardson right there got a block, but nobody blocked 12 though, and he's
the Swindler got out there, and then Jay Pinckney was able to go there and make the stop after about an 8-9 yard game.
Yeah, they won't be mad at an 8-yard game, but that play there, when you put a trick out the bag right there, you kind of want to score on those, but they'll take 8. 3rd and 2 coming up. 2 wides in the formation to both on this left side, and one of those guys go in motion. That's DJ Clark. Javen Cook got hit again at the stick, and he spun away and fell across the line the game. It's going to be a first down. Let's look at our first quarter stats brought to you by Jim Hudson. Jim Hudson experienced it once and you'll never forget. What do you see there, Joe?
I see a lot of Clinton, not a whole lot of Barnwell right there. I mean, 9 passing yards and all the Clinton needed in that first quarter. It's really the rushing game, the running attack by Clinton. We talked about it, 340 averaging per game coming in. They got 161, total 170 yards in that first quarter.
Corey Fountain. The thing is, they play keep away from Cameron Austin. On their report card, it would say does not play well with others. They have not shared the pigskin, and that's going to be a run in the middle, twisting down. Close to another first down about the 5-yard line, and definitely in the red zone. That is a Doctors Implants red zone appearance, empowering people through full mouth dental implants by Doctors Implants, and that was Rick Gilliam. He's had another strong burst there. Joe, talk about it.
Watch out. See him right here. Again, they've run this play many times already in this ballgame. Steps out of one tackle, is able to fall forward. And, again, you're getting 8-9 yards a chunk on first down. Yeah. You're in business.
Yeah, Corey Fountain is giddy with the weight there. Keep it in short and super manageable. way ahead of the sticks. Richardson is going to hand to DJ Clark. And he went down suddenly right there. I don't know if he was.
I thought he tripped over the 6-yard line almost because he kind of went down quickly. Thought he was going to have easy enough momentum to fall across the line to gain, but he didn't get there.
I thought that too, Joe. That's why nobody pays me to think. I thought he had it easy. I thought a touchdown was going to be the consideration and worry there, but it's going to be 3rd and a yard by DJ Clark, who scored on the opposite end zone here for the second touchdown of the game for the Red Devils.
13th play of the drive coming up, and they've chewed up almost 6 minutes, 6.5 minutes.
They're going to get Rhett Gilliam is going to drive inside the end zone. Touchdown. Rushes touchdown. Strike up. The Clinton Red Devil fights on. There's no flag. This score is going to get ugly for Barnwell right now in the second quarter. 9:33 to play in the half. And what a job up front, Joe.
We've talked about them. They are outstanding up front up there with Ryan Gordon, Trey Aiken, Cal Pitts, Hunter Lawson, Jared Honeycutt, your starting offensive front for the Red Devils. And they paved the way for another touchdown.
Man, that is impressive. Extra point coming up. That is Chris Fortman, number 2. They're going to fake it. And 7. Chris Boyd did not make the corner, and that's a good job by Barnwell. They went for 2 that time. Again, take a look, Joe. That was interesting.
Here's the
touchdown.
Here's the touchdown by Rhett Gilliam. He just takes it straight up the middle right there. Yeah. Again, just good blocking at the point of attack. It's nothing but power football right here from Clinton.
Gilliam's a physical kid, a sophomore. He's only a sophomore now, 21. Bright future for that young man that plays really well behind his pads, and the extra 2-point conversion, no good. 21-6 though, Joe. That's huge. And again, we have not seen but a handful of plays by the guy we came into the game talking about, Cameron Austin.
They only had it, I think, 6 plays in that quarter. I mean, they picked up an initial first down and then went 3 downs and out after that. So, I mean, you know, their lone claim to fame in this ballgame was that long kickoff return after Clinton's initial touchdown on a 78-yard run by Sean Richardson. And you hate to say anything in the first half is a must score, but you really kind of feel like right here the War Horses have got to get some momentum going. They're down 21-6, still a long time to go in this game. This offensive possession, they need to generate some first downs.
They're scoring something right there, Joe. You mentioned the 13 plays, 62 yards. Gilliam with the 5-yard capper on it. And, you know, let me kind of quote the late great Yogi Berra when he says it gets late early around here. This game is getting late early now. 2 teams that like to have ground control on offense. You get down, more than 2 scores, it becomes an issue. It kind of can take you out of your comfort zone of what you want to do on offense. So, low country crawl space kickoff coming up right here, right to left. Clinton kicking off to Barnwell. Barnwell's going to get red tops, white trousers. Clinton in the whites with the red lids. Physical tackle there at about the 22-yard line. And we'll tell you a little bit about what's coming up in the rest of the ball game. We have our Stanley Law Group Player of the Game we'll share with you as the game winds down in the 4th quarter. Stanley Law Group, your injury law professionals. Visit the StanleyLawGroup.com today. Shout out to Stanley Law Group, been the sponsor of that. And we got some candidates already emerging, but more to come. That young man will have some say-so before it's over. Number 9 in red, Cameron Austin. 3 wides to his left. He's going to look left and then look back right, and it's well covered. Good job when the receiver moved with the quarterback. It was covered first, and that's a good job moving. It was quarterback by William Robinson, one of the captains tonight, Joe. Number 5.
Saw Cameron Austin get flushed out to the right. It's something you often don't really see. You don't really want a quarterback to do often is run one way, throw back across your body the other. But you mentioned a good job by Robinson to make himself an available target right there. They still picked up 4, almost 5.
Yeah, he was covered when the play was flowing, and he just said he went back across the grain and got open for his quarterback. Still second down, but they got a positive gain out of that. A low throw, good catch with the hands that time. That's just a good, talented play by Kazir Wesley, number 0. Went down and got that one. Take a look at this catch.
Yeah, it is a good catch. And Austin leads him up the field, even though the ball's a little bit low, but that's good dexterity right there.
Yeah, dexterity.
Wesley, go down there and get that ball and get them at 3rd down and short. This is where you want to be.
I don't like you using dexterity before I did, though. I don't like that. Now I got to throw in an adroit. I got to see you and raise you one.
Adroitness, huh?
Adroitness, yes. So still not just short of a first down. They've only had the ball one series before this, and they're going to go right behind the big offensive line and get the first down with Cameron Austin, the senior quarterback, their leader. In the second quarter, that's our Stewart. Long first down right here. Take a look at it, Joe.
It's just power football. It's kind of a quarterback power. We gave props to that Clinton offensive line. Give props to Cordy Hanbury, Jackson Bedingfield, Davison Owens, Lamar Buxton, Tony Cherry right there. They paved the way for just their second first down here in this first half of the Warhorse.
Stewart Law Office first down. 20 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today. Appreciate them being a sponsor of our second quarter, fourth quarter first downs. The quarterback's going to look left, and it was high. Listen, it was well defended. And that ball, when it's high and starts going off hands, a lot can happen.
I did that quick slant coming off the left side to Robinson. As you said, the ball was high. Good coverage over there. Austin Boyd on the defense.
He's been high with a couple throws today.
Kind of a little sidearm kind of.
That's the baseball in him, right?
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
he's almost a middle infielder. I got to check that out. He was a Gamecock committed. Yeah, Gamecock committed at one point.
Another false start.
That's not what you want. You're trying to just wrestle momentum away from this Clinton team that's been red hot. The Red Devils are red hot. See, there's a little something in there somewhere for you, Joe. There's some jokes in there for you down the road. Remember that. Red Devils have been red hot. And they're going to do a little Michael Jackson moonwalk that time backwards with the illegal procedure. That's at least 2 in this ball game they've had.
Some second penalty. Yes.
Yeah. They're trying. You cannot have, self checks in a game when you're trying to come back. You're down 21-6. 7:37 left in the half. Rolling right is Austin. It's well covered. That's just a good job in that secondary. And they don't need to hit him at the sidelines. You put yourself at risk of a referee's decision at that point. They hit him right at the white, Joe. I know football is a sport of aggression and momentum. You got to leave them alone. They didn't call it that time, but watch this hit now. When they approach that white, you leave it to the discretion of the referees.
And that's a good job by Austin here. He doesn't see anything down the field, so he just decides to tuck it and keep what he can get. He got 4 back of the 5 penalty yards that they lost. Still third down and long.
That hit was questionable. You put yourself at risk there. 21-6. I mentioned the score. And the reason why that's so important, this is a team that guy number 9, he runs it and throws it, but you want to have him play in his rhythm. He's played running. He's been a dual threat his whole career. You want to be able to keep that run as an option. So you got to keep the score manageable if you want to keep the run on the table. Inside slant and almost caught and almost intercepted. A lot of traffic there.
Jaquan Peebles comes from this right side this time on the quick slant. Ball's right in his hands. I mean, this ball you got to catch, and then kind of bounces. Looked like it bounced off his pads.
And 13
he had
was
some
there.
defenders back in there too. But
yeah. Well said, Joe.
That's the ball you got to come up with if you're Barnwell. Now they got to punt it away again to a Clinton offense that hasn't been stopped yet.
Yeah, Mason Tinsley, 13 was there on the cover. Just a lot of traffic. And I tell you what, give kudos to the Clinton secondary. There's not been a lot of room to throw the ball in this ball game. Punt's going to be fielded at the 28-yard line. Trying to get to the outside. And there's going to be a penalty. There's going to be a block in the back. So let's go wherever you see the ball at. Take 10 away from that. Tackle made by Logan Sturkey, who's had a couple big hits in this ball game. But it's going to be a penalty against Clinton. The return was by Chris Boyd. And we'll see what this... They'll adjudicate this malfeasance, Joe, right here in a moment. Adjudication coming up. And there it is. So they'll walk that back a little bit and go and put them in reverse skate, and we'll step away and come back. It'll be Clinton with the football up 21-6 on the South Carolina High School League 2024 Weekend of Champions 2A Clash.
When I was growing up, I was taught, if you make a promise, you keep it. And for 45 years, that's what we've been doing at A&I Fire and Water Restoration. From Wilmington to Florence, from Myrtle Beach to Charleston. When disaster has struck, we've made promises to tens of thousands of families to turn their houses to homes again. We take pride in keeping our promises. It's what we do. It's who we are.
A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Going to college for esports feels amazing. Growing up, it's something I never thought would happen. My family never thought it would happen. And then within 2.5 years, here I am.
He's actually a madman whenever it comes to playing on the sticks.
He's going to be the first one that pursues this into an academic career.
me getting an esports scholarship could show other students that it's possible for them too, as long as they put their mind to it and put some effort into it.
Quitting smoking boosts your body's defense against colds, flu, and COVID-19. Free quit support from the South Carolina Tobacco Quit Line is available for people ages 13 and up, regardless of health insurance. South Carolina Tobacco Quit Line quit support can double your chance of quitting successfully. Get free help 24/7 from the South Carolina Tobacco Quit Line. Call 1-800-QUIT-NOW or text READY to 34191. Back at it. We're in the second quarter here. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin, Jack DeLongchamps on the sideline, bringing you the updates. And we have 7 minutes and some change left in the first half. It's been Clinton all over Barnwell. Barnwell trying to get a stop and get the ball back for their defense, Joe, and for their offense.
Critical. And another pre-snap penalty.
And we're going to start. It's almost like it's contagious almost. We had a pretty clean first quarter, and now both teams with the pre-snap penalties. And this man here is going to be the star of the night, of the day. Another illegal procedure. As Coach Corey found with the, got the facial hair going right there. Got a little, I can dig it.
If you're Barnwell here, you got him behind the sticks, off schedule, 1st and 15. This is the opportunity right here to get a 3 downs and out.
And here's Barnwell rallying now. It's Sturkey, young man, physical inside that defense. Look at Richardson. Deshaun Richardson started the game with that big run, 2 for 79 and the 1 tutty.
That was on the 2nd and 9 on the second play from scrimmage. Made one man miss, and it was 78 yards to the house.
And he was just literally cruising, kind of like it. He was just seeing the scenes around Orangeburg, checking out the monuments around State's campus.
It was.
just hanging out and running with his AirPods in. And he's going to spin that inside crossbuck. He kept it this time. Nice trickeration with the ball handling there from Richardson. He's a wizard with the ball handling now. Got a modest gain, so it's going to be second down and make that 3rd down. Yeah, just makes it be 3rd down in a passing situation, Joe.
And this is where you're the Barnwell Warhorses defense. This is where you stand tall right now. Get a stop, get a 3 downs and out. Still half the second quarter to play. Still very much in this game, but this is one of those critical moments in the game. You got to get somebody off the field when you have a chance.
And this is kind of why they're in no hurry. You mentioned halfway through, they know the clock already is in their favor. So Clinton is very deliberate at the line of scrimmage. They've been that way the entire game. This time he's going to pass it. Looking over the middle. Nothing open there. And he finally tosses one. Too much air to that. That was a great pass breakup that time. Jaden Payton, yeah, trying to get into 81 there, but I'll tell you what.
Watch him. He's right in the hip pocket of the receiver. Good coverage all the way by Pinckney, and then he's able to jump out here and just make that is textbook PBU right there.
Yeah.
Ball intended for P.J. McGowan, but Pinckney was right there to make a great play.
Punt team in now for Clinton. That's Lucas Kirkendall, 6'1", 145-pound senior. But that pass was intended, that last pass was intended for 81. P.J. McGowan, who's a good-looking sophomore receiver now, 6'3" kid. And that took a great Clinton bounce. That's one. In hindsight, you want to get up and you want to maintain that midfield position, right, Joe?
Oh, you're one of these special teams kind of guys. It's kind of one of those things. If you can go field that ball, go catch that ball, you got to go do that. And he kind of got caught no man's land that time. Jaquan Peoples did. I mean, kind of hard to fault him. I mean, he had that big long kickoff return. Barnwell's only points, but if you can go catch that ball and save yourself, save your team about 15, 20 yards of field position, you do it. But anyway, it was a great job by that Barnwell defense right there. We talked about having to get off the field and try to get back in this game before halftime. They're still very much in it, but it's a critical possession now coming up for the Warhorses.
And when you stop them and get off the field with a clock stoppage, like an incomplete pass, that helps you as well, too. So, the clock, not your friend, although we're still in the first half. Both teams want to stick to their playbook, which means the running game is going to be big with Austin and Nehemiah Brown, the young man who's right at 1,000 yards coming in. They're going to. So it was a penalty as well.
Apparently a penalty somewhere along the way.
I never saw the flag down, but I see the adjudication going on.
Wow, that's a big one, too, here now.
That's 15-yarder. That's the big joker, Joe.
All the way back from the 29 to the 14. They ever got an indication as to what happened?
No. It's none of our business, Joe. It's none of our business.
Sure. Unless they call roughing the punter. I don't know. I mean, the punter went down, but I didn't think I think there was much contact there, but who knows?
That's almost enough to keep the ball on to the team in that case. Another low throw, but just another low pass. That same bubble screen we saw earlier, it's twice it's been low, and he's frustrated with himself right now, is Austin, but that pass got to be up in the numbers. Smells like team spirit down here in South Carolina State. It is championship weekend. Schools from all across this great state are all meeting here this weekend to settle the 1 through 5A, 2 divisions of 5A this weekend. Weekend of champions. Austin keeps it up the middle, showing the wheels, showing the physicality, and just pound driving him down there to 7 at the yard, at the number 7, right past the first down. Good job there, but that was a physical hit, Joe.
Great fake here on the RPO. He's going to keep it himself. Gets good blocking at the point of attack. Puts a foot in the ground, gets up the field, picks up a first down, pays for it a little bit, but
Chris Boyd.
They're back almost to where they were going to start this drive at the 28-yard line.
Two of the Boyd brothers. It's Austin and Chris Boyd, one of the brother tandems, one of the 3 brother tandems on this team.
Correct.
Yeah, and that's a first down brought to you by Stewart Law Office. There's that bubble screen again. They went back to it again, and that time the throw was a little higher. And fighting for every inch that time. It's going to be a gain of about 7 on the play.
You also have the Lawson boys, too, on that Clinton roster. They're twins.
This is where the throw needs to be, right there.
Yeah, that's a good catch.
Yeah, good catch.
Good drive up the field by William Robinson. That's what you want to do if you're Barnwell. Pick up 6, 7, 8 yards on first down. They picked up about 8 right there.
See, this is how they want to play right here. Now they have to stick 2nd and 3. You still got to worry about number 9 with his arm and legs here, and of course Brown, who's lethal as well back there. And that is Brown over the left side, and he got past the 6. That's going to be another first down for Barnwell, I do believe. Yeah, they're waving the sticks on. That is another Stewart Law Office first down.
What can Brown do for you right there? He pick up a first down and get to the line again. Nehemiah Brown, he came in with almost 1,000 yards rushing on the season. Plays off the block right there, puts a foot in the ground, and he's at the line again. And this is a good way by Barnwell to kind of get out from underneath the shadow of your own goalpost and try to get something going here at the end of the first half.
Ball's right at the 40-yard line. Get the signal from the sideline there from Coach Smith and his offensive staff. Hadn't thrown it a lot, but that bubble screen has worked for him. That's Austin, ain't nowhere, just nothing happening. Nada Nuka. Luke Young, one of the players there, also 44.
Credit Jaden Glenn, too. I think 14 got in there for Clinton. You see it right here. Actually, it was number 44.
Kennius Williams.
Yep. Got into the junior defensive lineman. Stopped for little to no gain.
So 44 and 34 converged there, he and Young. So it's going to be 2nd and 9. Heading toward the 3-minute mark of the first half. It's been a pretty fast, but the first quarter was really fast. Looking over the middle now, Austin. Now he's going to check down, and nice diving catch by, no, they're going to call it incomplete. Sturkey tried to grab it. It was a low throw. Good effort by Sturkey, but couldn't bring it in. Logan Sturkey, the senior.
Yeah, Austin can put some juice on the football, can't he? I mean, watch him. He's got all day to throw back here, and finally looks out to his right. Tries to gun one in there. You see the incomplete pass right there. Good camera work. You see it.
It would have been short of the first down. Anyways, 3rd and 9. 3 minutes. I don't know if you don't want to give the ball back to Clinton right here.
Barnwell has the ball first to start the second half, so you really, the Warhorses would love to see you get some points out of this screen.
Bubble screen set up and almost intercepted. A lot of traffic right there. Intended for Peoples, but 55 was right there. Daryl Swindler.
Yeah, Daryl Swindler right there, the junior defensive lineman. He read this like a book. He's right in the passing lane. You have a flag down too, but you can see the flag graphic, but I don't see one on the field. But
he's about to swindle him right here.
He really is. I mean, he just about swipes his football out of the air. Watch him right here. Read that perfectly.
And you know he's going to tell the fellows on the sideline, fellows, I would have walked that off. They would have never caught me had I caught that one.
Luke Young, also give him credit for being in there, too. That play was going nowhere.
Nowhere. Had no chance. 4th and fake, and nothing happened there either. Good job up the middle by Clinton. Number 16 shut that down. That is Angelo Cromer. Wow, they had it diagnosed, Joe.
They really did. I'm not real sure. Hayden Pierce takes the short snap. You see it right here.
Never had a chance.
I think he wanted to go left with that football, but they had it covered. Clinton over there had read that play, had it covered, and well, that is a time for The War Horses to try to dial something up. Brian Smith right there trying to dial up a little bit of chicanery right there. But
trickeration. Listen, prestidigitation. Listen, when I tell you that they didn't want to give the ball back, they really didn't want to give the ball back. And now Clinton on attack. That's Zoom with the ball right there. Javen Cook, and he's still shaking people over the sideline. Thrown down violently. That's going to be a flag. I tell you, when you make those tackles on the white, you leave it to the referee's discretion. And guess what? The referee decided that one gets the 15-yard penalty. Take a look at the end of this play.
I didn't think Barnwell did a bad job of defending this thing. Cook starts to the left, puts a foot in the ground, reverses his field back to the right. They kind of set the edge out there.
Look right
Gordon
here.
Peoples had a chance at him right there. Then he gets held up right there. Then now you just...
He tripped over a player, too. I think that made it look worse than it was. The guy, one guy grabbed him, he tripped over. He kind of tripped over a leg there. But, again, when you engage on the white, you leave it up to a middle-aged fellow to say, that's too much. And that's what they said. So, on the first down, now with the penalty, as Coach Fountain on your screen right there, that is a Stewart Law Office first down, 25 years of protecting the rights of the injured. Visit StewartLawOffices.net today.
It's the third major penalty for Barnwell in this first half.
Absolutely. Inside the red zone, the Doctor's Implants red zone, and going to give to that man, Gilliam. Red Gilliam runs physical in that red zone. 21. He scored the last touchdown for the Red Devils, the sophomore. He's a good-looking sophomore now. 5'11", 190. Got time to get bigger and stronger in that weight room.
You have plenty of time here if you're Clinton. All 3 timeouts in the pocket, 2.5 minutes. Well, 2:20 left, and
And I think they're going to take all the time they can.
Sure
They want to score A and B. They want to score with a little time left on the clock. That's Cook. Boy, he got dumped. That's a physical tackle right there. But he's inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be third down and short. Like 10 might have been 10 on that tackle right there. That's Barnwell. That's DeVoe. Now you know.
Cook's got a lot of work here in this first half, and that's a good tackle. Yes. Called a good form tackle by DeVoe. They'll do it.
Now you know.
The stop, right? Yeah.
Can't trust that smile. Inside the 10-yard line. It's going to be third and about 4. See, Joe, you making me act like that. You bring that out of me. See,
I do.
We're 80s kids, so we
are.
80s and 90s babies. Richardson's going to. Who has the ball? That's good ball handling. He gave it to Cook in the last minute, and guess what? First down. Clinton, that's great ball handling by Richardson. I didn't know who had it. I'm not sure that Barnwell knew who had it. Take a look at this ball handling.
Mesh point right here. See the mesh point? It just kind of keeps on going, and then you just don't even really know who's got it. And finally, Cook, they're trying to zoom somebody right there. They did. Now they have goal to go.
He said, who's zooming who?
There you go.
Aretha Franklin.
Franklin.
Late great. I think is Aretha Franklin with us? I think she's I'll Google that. The great Aretha Franklin. There's DJ Clark dancing in the hole, and good job with the red jerseys getting there to prevent what could have been another touchdown. The ball came out late, well after the whistle, Joe. This would be devastating in a lot of ways, going into the halftime with the that's a 3-score. It's already a 21-6 lead. You go in there, 22 with a touchdown here. That's
the War Horses stand tall right here.
That's huge. And they're going to pivot, and Cook gets hit hard, but did he fall?
He get there.
He did not get a good job by Barnwell.
Yeah, they're going to have. They've got 3 in the pocket. Got to use one here.
So they got it's 2-down territory. We're going to step away, and we come back. We'll see if Clinton can extend this lead here. It's the 2024 South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Good 2A game going on.
And while I was at a complete stop, a truck rear-ended me. With that became a lot of pain in my neck, my shoulders. My husband thought that maybe we can just handle this on our own, not knowing a year later I would actually need the surgery on my neck. But when I came to Stewart, and he was like, I'll take care of everything. It didn't feel like you were actually going through a lawsuit. I don't know how to describe it. It's just like, it's a feeling that, you don't have to worry about anything. That's why I would recommend someone to them.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back, folks. 21-6 here. A&I Fire and Water Restoration broadcast of the 2A title game. Clinton in command and knocking on the goal line right now. Stay tuned for the Coastal Wound Care halftime report, if you will. We'll have a special interview with the South Carolina High School League, first-time highlights, and more. Heal faster with Coastal Wound Care. It's big. Next couple of plays coming up. Joe, what do you think when you call it? What do you think's going to happen here?
I give it back to Cook. I'm going to ride him a couple more times. I mean, this is 3rd and goal. Giving it back to either Cook, if not him, certainly Rhett Gilliam, who scored earlier. Oh, look out.
Oh, no, this picked out, got it back, but that is huge for Barnwell. Wow, that's everything they could have asked for in that situation. Now with 14 seconds, it's 4th down. That could have flipped the entire game.
It still could, honestly. The snap is just a bad snap. Just never. It looked like they might have wanted to go the old tush push, kind of thing right there. With Gilliam running right up the back of the quarterback Richardson, but the snap went awry right from the start. And boy, if you're Barnwell, this would be massive to get them off the field, get Clinton off the field with no points. Now if you're Corey Fountain, what do you do here on 4th down and long? Do you try to kick a field goal? I mean, your field goal kicker's got about an average of 35 yards per, talking to their guys before the ball game.
In this case, if that's the case, you do that because this is a 15 plus 17. This is a 32-yarder right here.
About a 32-yarder from right there. Do you try to put points on the board that way, or do you just try to put the ball in Richardson's hands and let him make a throw, maybe throw one to the end zone and see what you got?
Well, the reason you don't do that, if it's an incomplete pass or you don't get the yards, you give them the ball right there either way. So if you want to get them the ball right there either way, I kick it.
There's 14 seconds left in the half. I mean,
I kick it. That's why I kick it, though, because if you miss it, what's the worst thing that happens? They get the ball right. They get the ball on the spot of the kick, and you give yourself a chance for 3. I was going to tell you, something like team spirit now. Here we are now, entertain us. We got the ho-ho-hos, the Santa Claus, bearded guys going on right there. You got the dancing cheerleaders. Everyone's having a good time here. It is a Thursday, and they're not in school, and that's okay. That's okay. This is the learning environment right here. Look at it. Look at the mascot dancing to the beat.
They're going to go for this, Stacy.
This is interesting. They must have a play they really like a lot, Joe.
You're up 15.
And the passing game has not been great, so they're going to roll right this time. And Richardson, he does have a man. That's going to call a hold in the backfield, though, so he's still running. And he may try to get into the end zone from here, but not going to make it. But that's a flag down at the 21-yard line, so that's a long development play and a hold. And you left 4 seconds on the clock, so maybe that's part of it, too. You don't mind.
If I'm Brian Smith, I might decline this penalty and just run one play and get out of here. You're not going to get the time back.
Well, if you decline the penalty, the ball's at the 2-yard line, so I don't think
he'll be at the all he's got to do is kneel down. I mean, they're going to take possession. All he's got to do is go under center and kneel down.
I thought you were saying try. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. That's the case.
I don't give them another chance. And I think that's what they're going to do. They're just going to take the ball at the 3 and just kneel it down and get on into the locker room. And well, that is a massive avoid right there. If you're Barnwell, you get out of this thing down 21-6. You're okay. You got the ball first coming out, but
that's Richardson on your screen right there.
Yeah.
Give him a little camera time right there. He's the first scorer of the ball game in that long run. Was it 75 yards? I think you said it was.
About 78.
78. Yes.
Oh, well, I say officially, I'm not the official scorer.
If Joe Cashin, you are.
I know it was 2nd and 9 from the 22, so I'm going to say 78 yards.
They got a safety guy back in the end zone. You're right. They're going to kneel down, which is the smart play here.
Yeah, just take it and ride it ahead, I think, for just kneel down and get on out of here.
Okay. 21-6 is going to be our halftime score.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's Coach Fountain right there, Corey Fountain right there. Right about now, he's saying, hey, I got to talk to Jack. You saw the look when he said,
here comes Jack.
Can't forget Jack,
Grab Coach, because he's headed on into the locker room. So grab him over there.
Yeah, he stopped for a moment, but Joe, I'll tell you what, you got to be right now. That's a break at the end for Barnwell. They could have been worse.
Massive break.
Yeah.
So massive. The bad snap on third down. That's a critical juncture of this game. It could have been 28, maybe 29-6, but instead it's very manageable now for Barnwell.
So with that being said, we're going to take a look down on the field here in a moment. Go down to Jack in just a moment. But you've got to be real happy if you're Corey Fountain. Even though you didn't score right there at the end, you've been controlled. Your offensive line has done what you said they would do. Your defense has been pretty opportunistic and coverage and putting Austin in uncomfortable situations, Cameron Austin. And let's go down to Jack, the long shot, with Coach Corey Fountain. Jack.
Hey, Coach Fountain, 2-score lead heading to the half. How the boys feeling?
I was frustrated about on the 1 yard line. Got to get their heads in right, make sure that we come out in the second half as fast as we did in the first half.
2 quarters for a state championship. What's the final message?
This is the last chapter. This is the last page in the chapter. How are you going to write your book?
Oh, it's a book I'm ready to read. We'll send back up to you guys.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you, Coach Fountain. Clinton up 21-6 at halftime in a 2A battle, 2A football championship, the weekend of champions, folks. Stay with us for halftime.
Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
At Palmetto Pride, we know we have a choice. The choice for a cleaner South Carolina. And it's an easy one at that. Don't litter. No grand gestures or heroic efforts here, but the outcome still has monumental impacts. When it comes to our state, every choice counts and every action matters. From the great outdoors to parks next door, from Main Street to your street. All it takes is a little bit of pride to keep South Carolina beautiful.
Are you experiencing diabetic or chronic wounds? At Coastal Wound Care, your healing is our priority. Our physician-run private practice allows us to prescribe the most up-to-date wound therapy, offer rapid appointments, and ensure you see the same caregivers at each visit. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the stage.
In the pool.
On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
You're watching the Coastal Wound Care Halftime Report. Heal faster with Coastal Wound Care.
Hey everybody, I'm Nelson Weston. Thank you all so much for tuning in to Friday Night Rivals. Joining us today is our long-standing good friend all the way from Ingalls Markets, Melissa Lover. Good to see you, my friend.
Your football friend.
It's football friend indeed. Now, Melissa, speaking of football, I want to transition from football to the classroom because you and I both know y'all have a famous program called Tools for Schools. And for those who are unfamiliar, how exactly does it operate on one hand, but on the other hand, more importantly, how do the good folks at home go about supporting it and getting involved today?
Oh, Nelson, it's really a wonderful program because it's geared toward the school and the needs that they have that sometimes, lots of times, teachers will actually end up buying out of their own pocket.
Indeed.
You have an Ingalls Advantage card and a list of schools who participate in the Ingalls Tools for School program. Link your card to one of those schools, and every time you shop, you're earning dollars. At the end of the year, the school can go and purchase what items they need.
Oh, that sounds like an amazing and well-rounded program.
Right.
Now, Ingalls, y'all have provided robust support to the community for so many years now. We're talking high school athletics, college athletics, and everything in between. It does beg the fundamental question, why? Why is this so critical for y'all?
Well, it's not just sports, but it's also educational programs. But we're the home team. Ingalls is your hometown grocery market. So you are also supporting our home teams.
Of course.
It's really important for us to be a part of that community. We love being part of that, and we're blessed to be able to do that. Lots of those students work at our stores or graduated from those schools. We see these people in church. We see these people at work. This is a really big deal for us. Might be a big company to look at us from the outside in, but we like being beacons in our own communities.
Y'all are beacons indeed. All outstanding work. Now, Melissa, very quickly, you and I both know no great game is complete without delicious, mouth-watering good food. What are some of the most popular items on y'all's menu?
Oh, my goodness. You have to start off with a wonderful boar's head sub. Just absolutely good with all the trimmings. Great fried chicken. All the sides you could possibly want. A wonderful salad bar, a wing bar, olive bar. I mean, I don't know if I could decide. I just have to go get a big old wheelbarrow and take it all there. Plus all the things you need, like chips and drinks and paper plates. One-stop shopping place for all your tailgating.
All fantastic work indeed. Well, Melissa, thank you so much for your time here today.
Thank you, Nelson.
All right. We'll be back in just a moment.
Christmas.
Hurry, they're going to be up soon.
When families and communities come together in the spirit of peace on earth and goodwill towards men.
Operation Silent Night and Still on the Fence. Okay, we're ready.
At Ingalls, we know that Christmas isn't just a holiday. It's a feeling to embrace all year long. Ingalls, your neighbor for over 50 years.
I am glad I'm here because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence how really build up stuff here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks. Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid's solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite.
My kid heard that solo!
You see what I did?
Yeah!
Coastal Wound Care Halftime Report. Heal faster with Coastal Wound Care.
Hey, we welcome you guys back down here to Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. I'm here with the president, the esteemed president, Dr. Jerome Singleton. Dr. Singleton, championship week is upon us. How's everybody feeling at the South Carolina High School?
This has been great. I mean, we always look forward to coming here. Dr. Conyers and Dr. Cochran, the athletic director and the principal, not the principal, but the president, they're really accommodating for us. So this is a great venue for us, and this is fantastic. To culminate our fall sports season here, that's fantastic.
Well, Dr. Singleton, you mentioned here. It was so important in just your second season to play these games here at Oliver Dawson Stadium. Why was it so important to come back here at South Carolina State?
Well, I think that they offer so much for us. I mean, again, the schools get a great experience at a very economical price to be done, and it really, it's one of the staples that we have in South Carolina. I mean, it's a historic stadium, and I just think it works out well for us.
An historic stadium, an incredible atmosphere. Dr. Singleton, we thank you for your time. As the halftime report rolls on, we thank you, sir.
When I was growing up, I was taught, if you make a promise, you keep it. And for 45 years, that's what we've been doing at A&I Fire and Water Restoration. From Wilmington to Florence, from Myrtle Beach to Charleston. When disaster has struck, we've made promises to tens of thousands of families to turn their houses to homes again. We take pride in keeping our promises. It's what we do. It's who we are.
A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
Watching the Coastal Wound Care Halftime Report. Heal faster with Coastal Wound Care.
Welcome back to halftime at Oliver C. Dawson Stadium on the campus of South Carolina State. The Weekend of Champions 2A battle. Clinton Red Devils 21, Barnwell Warhorses 6. Glad to have you with us for this broadcast. My name is Stacey Huff, joined by my broadcast partner, Joe Cashin. And, Joe, we have a lot of highlights to share with the folks. It was lickety-split out the gate, a lot going on, and it settled down. But we have some things to share with you. If you missed it, it was a great first half of football.
No doubt about that. An electrifying start, Stacey, to this first game of the Weekend of Champions, just as you would expect it to be.
We have a moving picture show to tell you how we got there. Roll it. There it is, Joe. Talk about it.
So on the second play from scrimmage, you see Clinton quarterback Sean Richardson right there, breaks a couple of tackles, picks him up, puts him down. He goes 78 yards unofficially right there for the game's first touchdown. Again, second play from scrimmage, he goes the distance, 2-point conversion good. But right away, the ensuing kickoff, Jaquan Peoples, there he goes. You call him the Peoples champ, 77 yards. Back the other way for the War Horses, putting those horseshoes on, and he's all the way to the end zone. 8-6 was your score right there. Next touchdown from Clinton, DJ Clark goes 27 yards in the first quarter. All of this in the first quarter. Extra point, no good, 15-6. And then the final score for Clinton in the first half. Rhett Gilliam goes 5 yards up the middle. 2-point conversion, no good. And that's where we stand, 21-6.
That's how we got to 21-6. And now for our Jim Hudson stats. Talk about those. One side and one team monopolize the football a lot of the time as well as having the lead. What about it?
Well, the stats really tell the tale, too, as does the score. Clinton with 219 total yards, 210 on the ground. We talked about their rushing attack in the pregame. They went for 210 on the ground, 219 overall, just 41 yards for Barnwell in that first half. Penalties about even, 3 for 20 for Clinton and 4 for 50 for Barnwell. Neither team turned the ball over.
And Jim Hudson brings you our stats. Jim Hudson, experience it once, and you'll never forget. We are so glad to have you with us. This is the first of 6 games in the 2024 South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions, the 2A battle. We're halfway done. The second half is going to be great. Stacey Huff, Joe Cash, and Jack DeLongchamps on the sideline. Stay with us for exciting third and fourth quarter coming up. right here from Orangeburg, South Carolina. Weekend of Champions rolls on.
Drove a 26-foot box truck. Somebody was in the wrong lane coming straight at me, and he couldn't correct, and the whole truck laid over and landed on my shoulder. It impacted me because you worked in constant pain. When the company acted like they didn't care, I knew it was time to get some help. When you hire Stewart Law, they made you feel, like you're just a regular person and not a client. I would just recommend anybody having troubles to call Stewart Law.
Is your child struggling in school? Do you know a child 16 to 19 years of age who has dropped out, lacks discipline, or is on a destructive path? Then give the Will Lou Gray Opportunity School a try. The military-style school provides an alternative education to young adults in need of a second chance by offering academic instruction by state-certified teachers and job-based training. Students live on campus during the 14-week program, which is virtually free. For more information, call us or visit willlougray.org.
Every morning we rise before the sun, driven by passion, fueled by determination. We train hard, we stay focused, and we never give up because we know that every drop of sweat, every ounce of effort brings us closer to our dreams. But it's not just about the physical. Staying healthy and hydrating is key. Dairy gives us protein, electrolytes, and other key nutrients we need to recover and stay strong. Because greatness isn't just built on the field, it's built in the choices we make every day. Milk's got game. Do you?
Going to college for esports feels amazing. Growing up, it's something I never thought would happen. My family never thought it would happen. And then within 2.5 years, here I am.
He's actually a madman whenever it comes to playing on the sticks. He's going to be the first one that pursues this into an academic career.
Me getting an esports scholarship could show other students that it's possible for them too, as long as they put their mind to it and put some effort into it.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
My kid heard that solo.
You see like this?
Yeah.
The high school football championships, South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions 2024, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. And down to the sideline to talk to Coach Brian Smith of the Warhorses is Jack, the Longchamps.
Hey, Coach Smith, huge stop heading into that half. How are the boys feeling coming out of the locker room?
Yeah, it was a good stop by the defense. We put them in some bad situations. We got to get a stop. We got to establish a little bit on offense. We're playing pretty poor. We have a good defensive ball club. We knew that, but we got to come out and score some points here in the third and try to stay in this ball game.
Just down 2 scores. What is that adjustment that you make going into the second half?
I think the big adjustment is just to kind of relax, sit back, do some things that we kind of going back to some things that maybe we've done a little longer and not try to be as tricky.
Appreciate your time, Coach. We'll send it back up to you guys.
Thank you very much, Jack, and thank you very much, Coach Smith. And, of course, as we start the second half, we want to talk about first half recovery, brought to you by Dairy Alliance. Brought to you by Dairy Alliance, the official milk partner of the South Carolina High School League. Got to get that dairy in. Shout out to the Dairy Alliance for that first half recovery sponsorship. Look at that in the crowd right there. You see the Clinton, the Block C. They're happy. They're not showing it. They're keeping it under control. It's halftime, Joe. They're gonna hold it. Look at all that red over there. They're ready to erupt. Might be 2 quarters away from becoming state champs for the first time in a long time. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth.
And they've won 8 state championships in their illustrious history, the last one in 2009. You talk about Clinton Red Devils football, you got to talk about Keith Richardson, right? One of the great coaches of all time in the state of South Carolina, 1969 and 1992. Won 239 games, a member of the Football Coaches Hall of Fame, Athletic Coaches Association Hall of Fame as well. One of the great coaches that's ever coached in South Carolina. Barnwell, they've won 3 state championships. Last one in 1988. Their stadium named after Mac Weir, who won 2 state championships in 87 and 88. So we talked about the pedigree of these 2 programs coming into this one. 11 total state titles between them, and somebody today will win yet another one.
Absolutely.
And make it 12 between these 2 teams combined.
Yeah.
So You heard Coach Smith talking about it right there. If you're Barnwell, Stacy, you've really got to come out and try to establish something on this first drive. You really want to try to get something going. You're still very much in this game, but to get the ball coming out, establish something here early in this third quarter, try to flip that momentum and get things on your side.
Okay, Coach Fountain on your screen right there. But, yeah, both coaches, we've talked about them going to be stubborn in the trenches and the run game and trying to be more physical than other team. You got a chance. Still only a 2-score game, as you mentioned, with all the things that went against, Barnwell. One strong drive out of the gate in the third quarter, and we got a whole new set of considerations here, if you will. Momentum would definitely, it's up for grabs, I think. There he is right there on your screen, Coach Smith. Put points on the board here would be huge. They just had a problem creating room for Cameron Austin.
They got third down and long situations a lot, too. They didn't play ahead of the chains, didn't play on schedule much of that first half, and you just can't do that against this Clinton team. They're a very good defensive football team, and battle-tested, too. You look at who Clinton has played this season. They played a great out-of-conference schedule before they got into Region 1 2A play.
Low country crawl spaces kickoff coming up right now. Kicking off right to left on your screen is Clinton in white. Kicking off to Barnwell in left. They'll be in red. They'll be going left to right. Barnwell will as they receive this kick. Low country crawl spaces. Let's work together to correct your crawl space problems today. Good. Barnwell, the good news is you got Cameron Austin. The bad news is the passing game has looked very shaky. Well covered by Clinton. See him inside the 10-yard line. It is Peoples. And he has room across the 30, 35. Well, he got a nice good set of blocking on that left side over there. That was Jordan Peoples. He's also a starting receiver. And they're in business to do business. Yeah, this is pedestrian numbers right there. Look, if you look for Cameron Austin, number 9 for Barnwell, the quarterback, 6 rushes, 27 yards. So that those numbers will change. He'll play better, Joe. First and 10 from the 37-yard line, 38. Austin checked down, and Nehemiah Brown and went down immediately, but it was a man bearing down on him. They're going to lose a couple yards. And that was well defended that time by Kason Copeland, number 8.
Well, you called the check down right there. Obviously, Austin wanted to go down the field. It was well defended by the back end of that Clinton defense. We'll see it right there. He just checks it down at Nehemiah Brown, and Brown would have been better off. Of course, he really couldn't have done it at the time if he just drops his ball and it's an incomplete pass. Winds up losing about a yard there.
And it just had it well diagnosed, though. There was nothing down deep, and the check down didn't work. So, and then there it again, hit at the line of scrimmage. Again, just a great surge up front by Clinton. Physical at the point of contact. There's that man again who was on the last play, Kason Copeland.
So, give credit to K.J. Smith in on that stop as well. Yes. You see it right here. They tried to run to the left. That Clinton defense. The Clinton defense has just been tremendous, only allowing less than 50 yards total offense in that first half to Barnwell. And they got him in a 3rd and long again.
And this has been the bugaboo, if you will, for this Barnwell Warhorses offense. They've been in 3rd and a problem. And he's going to look over the middle this time. Down the right sideline, it's a man there and caught it with his hands. Great throw, great catch, back shoulder. Caught by number 5, William Robinson, the senior receiver.
Austin puts this ball right on him. This is great dexterity right here by, you call it William Robinson. One-on-one, not bad coverage, not bad positioning by the defender. You'll see it right here. It's like a go route right down this near boundary. Watch him just play that ball perfectly. Just goes right up above the defender right there. Austin Boyd. I don't think he was not in bad shape here.
No.
That's just a great play by Robinson.
Will Lou, great opportunity to school first down right there. A rich tradition of individualized learning. A 3rd quarter first down sponsor. Ball's at the 31-yard line. Barnwell on the move. And going to be a timeout called. Let's make a note of that. Timeout. Kind of want to say wasted early in the 3rd quarter. We'll step away and take this timeout with them as we commence the 3rd quarter. 2A state championship. Clinton, Barnwell.
Dual enrollment's like a double scoop with a cherry on top. High school credits for me, college credits for me, and no stressing about cost for Dad.
We hear you. Your future is waiting at a South Carolina technical college.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year.
get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorites.
I get her, not solo!
Senior year's all fun and games for them, but not for me. With dual enrollment, I'm going to get a jump start on college and save time later.
We hear you. Your future is waiting at a South Carolina technical college.
Welcome back. Broadcast presented by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. This is the South Carolina High School League Football Weekend of Champions 2024. And, of course, you don't want to miss, coming up later on, Stanley Law Group is going to bring you our player of the game. Stanley Law Group, your injury professionals. Visit thestanleylawgroup.com today. Beautiful day for football, and a lot of special players have already stepped forward, Joe, and we know more will come. More plays left on the table here. Barnwell trying to get back in this ball game and add some drama to it here. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Short pass out to Nehemiah Brown, and again, just play shut down immediately. Just nothing happening after the catch. 1 yard on the play.
Number 7, Chris Boyd. Jaquan Peoples right there on the reception. But again, that's good tackling by Clinton right there. It's a one-on-one matchup out there. You just want to see if you can beat one guy, get a one-on-one matchup in space. But Chris Boyd up to the task right there to stop that to about a yard gain.
Chris Boyd 7 has been flying around the football the whole game. Has some very physical hits and played well in the run and pass game. 2nd and 8, they're going to call it. And slant. Throw. Caught by 0, Kazir Wesley. That's going to be right at the sticks. They're going to move those chains, I believe. See where they mark it.
It's about a yard short, but just a slant coming in off the right side, and Austin puts it right on him. Good job of catching the ball. Barnwell receivers here in this second half. And this is a possession right here you've got to cash in on. You've got to get this ball in the end zone if you're the Wolves.
Yeah, and then you wonder, do they go for 2 if they get that? That's a little bit ahead of things. That's Cameron Austin right there on your screen, number 9. He may keep this one there. He's going to try to test the middle out and just got catapulted out of there. I don't think he got it, Joe.
I'm not sure he got back to the original line of scrimmage.
I think this, with the money, that's KJ Smith. They got 78 again there, 200-pounder on the defensive line. Take a look.
You see, they load up to go to that right side. Boy, they just get nothing right there. Boy, give credit in there. I think give credit to Luke Young, the junior linebacker. He's the one who really got the penetration and blew that play up. And boy, it's a huge down right here. 4th down and about 2.
Absolutely. Clayton Lawson in there helping out KJ Smith. A lot of penetration. You can't let this Clinton defensive line know you're going to run. But I think it's to that point, and they're going to be looking for it right here now. Fake. You get Austin on the outside, Joe, he might run forever. I think they're going to load up. Big play. Here he is. He's rolling to the right side right there, but he's trying to throw it. Well defended. Pass is uncatchable anyway. But that was an interesting play call, and they was trying to go to Peoples. Check that, yeah, trying to go to Jaquan Peoples. And that's going to turn over on downs, Joe. That's what you don't need. Take a look at that play again.
Yeah, roll him out and try to maybe give him a run-pass option. He has nothing in the ground game, throws one up to the end zone, and I think this is just good coverage here. And you call the pass well overthrown, but that's a great job by the Clinton defense here. Early 3rd quarter to stop Barnwell's most impressive offensive possession of this game.
I think Jaquan Peoples, if he had an argument, I think he may have said he was held fire to where our camera saw that time, but on 1st down, Richardson kept the ball that time. The ball came out late. That may be, they're going to mark him down. It came out late. They're trying to sell it if you're Barnwell. Richardson saying he was down, but it looked like miscommunication on the handoff. Take a look.
Let's see here now. Of course, there is no replay in high school football that you can go to. The ball's on the ground there, ball's out. Let's see. Really hard to tell without.
Yeah, from that angle, it's hard to tell.
Hard to tell if the ball was coming out as Richardson was going to the ground.
But make a note, that's the 2nd time the ball on the snap when the quarterback wasn't ready. That could come back. This is a 2-score game. One of those happened on the goal line before. Cost them possibly a chance at 6. Richardson's going to keep it again. He has room. Hit down right across the sticks. That's going to be a 1st down. That's going to be a Will McGuire Opportunity School 1st down. Take a look here for Clinton.
Fake the jet action right there, and you're just going to take it yourself. Get a good block right up the middle of that time.
Hunter Lawson. That was Hunter Lawson with a big block 75 there to clear the. Kept it, went from a 3-yard gain to a 12-yard, 11-yard gain. So they moved those sticks with the Will Luke Ray Opportunity School first down, Joe. Again, if you're Barnwell, we're early second half, but you got to start. At some point, you got to push back on defense. Maybe get one of those turnovers you've almost got before. That's another 10-yard gain up the middle. And that's Zoom. Javen Cook, known as Zoom.
One of our players to watch pre-game with almost 1,800 yards rushing this season. You see him right here. Not a big guy at all, 5'7", 160, but he sure runs north and south. Hard to bring down.
Might be 160 with a cell phone in his pocket.
Maybe so.
Yeah. But that's a Will Legree Opportunity School first down again. They're going to pitch it to him wide, and he's going to the right side, and another gain this time, still turning his legs. That might be 10 again. He's still moving. They blew that whistle after he was about across the first down marker. He's still going, and we're going to get a flag at the end. Now, defensively, he's still running, and they watching the end of this play. You judge for yourself at home.
Pitch to Cook, and he gets, again, good blocking up there. Off the right side.
And right there, he's still fighting.
Keeps on going.
Now the play goes to the sideline, and the flag, now he may. You know what? A player used him to get up off the ground. That might be what it came after the play. Oh, it's a face mask, so check all that. You can't do that. But that young man, we mentioned about 160 pounds. That's a lot of leg drive, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that's a Will Legree Opportunity School first down on his own volition, if you will. And then the penalty. So the ball will be placed at the 31-yard line of Barnwell, and Clinton trying to add to their 21-6 lead.
I really feel like that Barnwell drive that ended in nothing was a massive sequence in this game. They had to have something there, got nothing, and now Clinton is on the move. They punch this one in the end zone. It's going to be tough for Barnwell.
That was DJ Clark with no gain on that play. Good job up front for Barnwell. They're fighting hard, and they know, like we know, they're one play away from flipping the momentum, but you're right, that hurt. That's when it can make your shoulder sag when you drive down the field and you need something and you get nothing.
Kind of takes the starch out of you a little bit, possession like that. You just don't get anything.
So my man Mario from The Wire, you want it to be one way, but it's the other way. It was the other way that time. Inside the 30 is DJ Clark, and modest gain that time, maybe 2. Listen, Clinton is in no hurry. They're loitering, they're hanging, they're chillaxing. Cooling in the crib.
That's it.
They're going to use the play clock. As Corey found, he'll massage this 21-6 lead till they go back home if they let him. He'll take that all the way to Clinton. So the tempo, everything favors Clinton right now. Fake pitch to Cook, and Richardson looks to the end zone. Caught! Touchdown! What a throw! What a catch! Strike up! The Clinton Red Devil fights on. That young man on the catch, number 9, Devin Swindler from Richardson. So Rush's touchdown for the Red Devils, Joe.
Great ball right here by Richardson. Puts it right in the hands of Swindler. They took the shot on third down. Why not? Go up top, see if you can hit a big one right there. 29 yards on the pitch and catch, and Clinton is now in full control of this game. 4:57 to go in the third.
How about the senior quarterback who stepped up and played well his last game of his high school career? And Sean Richardson. Extra point, hands to the sky. Lucas Kirkendall with the extra point is good. We're going to step away. 28-6 is your score. Clinton over Barnwell in the 2A state championship game on the weekend of champions.
Because it's really helping me.
I have a lot of things I want to do.
I like being in charge of others.
My confidence really built up since I've been here.
This place has showed me, like, it's not good to run from your education.
It's a really great place. You got people here that are willing to help you.
It's something that's going to get you through every day. It's just something you have to have. And they're making it possible for me, because if I wasn't here, I would not be in high school.
Welcome back to the party, folks. The South Carolina High School League Football Championship Weekend 2024. Brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. 28-6 Clinton over Barnwell. 4:57 left to play in the third quarter. And later on, we're going to have our Founders Federal Credit Union Defensive Player of the Game. We'll share with you. Relax with Founders Federal Credit Union. We'll share that with you. We've had some great plays made on defense, and I think we have some yet to play. 4 minutes left in the third and the fourth quarter coming up. Founders Federal Credit Union Defensive Player of the Game. Maybe still to be determined. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin up in the booth. Jack the Longshamp's doing a great job down on the sidelines. Shout out to all of our production and camera crew. Everybody doing a great job on a beautiful Sunsplash day here in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Now time for the Low Country Crawl Space kickoff once again. We've had a lot of kickoffs. It's a pooch kick, a short one. Fielded and rudely dumped after a 4-yard return at the 40-yard line. You know, I'm not a fan of the pooch kick, but nobody asked me about that. They do it anyway. And that Low Country Crawl Space, I want you to know, let's work together to correct your crawl space problems today. Joe, let's take a look at our scoring summary. Talk about it, Joe, if you would, please, and thank you.
7 plays, 77 yards, that Clinton drive. Devin Swindler, a 29-yard reception that time from Sean Richardson on a third down and long play. And Clinton in firm command of this one, now up by 22.
Yeah, that's huge. There's a 3-score ball game, and the great field position. That pooch kick is given Barnwell, and that's a little inside toss, that little pitch, little shovel pass to Peoples, and nothing happened. The Clinton defense has really played with. That's Kaysen. Again, number 8, Kaysen Copeland. Take a look at this penetration.
They're just too good at the line of scrimmage today. They won both lines of scrimmage, offensively, defensively. You see Kaysen Copeland is flying in there. The senior defensive back / linebacker was able to get in there, make the TFL.
He's limping. He waved him off. He didn't want to come out of the game to coach somebody anyway. He's limping, and he waved him off. Like, but dude, if you're limping, we got to take you out. So he'll be back in. He'll probably miss a play. Ball's at the 36-yard line. 2nd and 13. And that's Austin with room now. He almost got the whole thing back right there. He's going to be tackled about a yard short of the first down. But Cameron Austin with a huge surge up the middle.
Again, we've seen this play an awful lot. Kind of an RPO. Instead of handing it off on the left, they're just going to take it straight up the middle. Cameron Austin gets good blocking, gets much of that lost yardage back, and sets us up at a short third down here.
Clock is not your friend now, ticking toward the 3:40 mark of the third quarter, but got to score every possession almost at this point in time now.
Yes, you do.
Yeah, time is of the essence. They'll try that again, and this time they knew it was coming. That's K.J. Smith, the young man who played himself a good ball game. The senior 5'11", 204 for Clinton. Play he needed 2. I think he might have got 1.
Once again, it's going to bring up the 4th down and short for Barnwell. They got to pick this up. They got stopped on the last time. 4th down and 2 deep in Clinton territory. Just could not convert. Have to right now.
So we see they keep on the ground right here. And they're going to push. And you know what? He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He did not get that. He did not get that. He didn't get it. I don't know what the spot's going to say, but he didn't go anywhere forward. I didn't see any penetration forward.
The linesman on this side, Stacey, gives that a little better spot, but I still don't think he made the line of the game.
It's going to be Clinton football. They're going to measure this. It's going to be Clinton's football.
This is not something you see every day. The chain gang
gets
a chance to come out on the field and measure this thing, but I think me and you are agreeing.
Did he go? Nothing went. Yeah. He got a little lean right there, but he never made it to that yard line.
I think we're in concert on this one.
Yeah. Look at his helmet. The ball wasn't in front of his helmet. So the helmet didn't make it, I don't think.
Where's some Sherwin-Williams? Got a little new coat of paint on that thing right there, right?
Yeah.
Make sure we don't have any paint sponsors in here. I should get in right there. That kid needs some new helmet.
Oh, he might have got. Listen. Oh, no, sir. Clinton football. Turned over on downs, and Coach found them. They fired up across the way. The Clinton fans, sidelines, they're starting to sense it. Although we got another quarter to play now, they're sensing it. That was a big stop.
Yes, it was, and you kind of feel like, is that the last stand for Barnwell in this game? I still know there's another quarter to play, but you're down 28-6. You got third down and short. You get a couple of chances at it. You don't pick it up on either play. And now you've got Clinton on the plus 50 once again. Do they take a shot here to maybe try to put a seal on this one, perhaps?
That's Coach Fountain on your screen there for a while, and they're going to get that little crossbuck action. This may be a possible house call, but he went down there. That's all right. Good pursuit. That was 16 on the carry. Angelo Cromer And I tell you what, that was well blocked and well called. Take a look at this execution here.
Again, just like they've done all day, Stacy. They've owned the lines of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Hat on a hat. It was hat on the hat.
And got a penalty, though. This one's coming back.
Well, maybe too good a blocking that time. Didn't see that flag. That flag's dropped down right at the S on the SC State midfield logo there. Didn't see that. And the body language of the player, I don't think a lot of them saw it either at first. I was heading down the other way for a moment. So it's going to be
Clinton will repeat first down.
Yes. Holding penalty. Yes. Take a look at the right here. See if you see a hole right there. Yeah, right there, 3. And then he turned him all the way around. He turned the beat around right there. Yeah. May I have this dance? Right there. Yeah, he got it. Out of jersey.
Here, 3's going at it right there. 3 and white got the flag.
And in motion is Boyd. 2 wides to the right of Richardson. He's going to throw that way or look that way. Pulled it down. He's trying to direct traffic. Nobody's on the route. Nobody's out on the pattern right now. He threw it away. Out of the pocket. There was nobody. It was miscommunication. He's talking to Swindler right now, but nobody broke the line of scrimmage on the, like they thought it was a running play.
And when he avoided that first tackler in the backfield, he wanted one of his wideouts to just go.
Right.
Just run to the end zone. I'm just going to chuck it.
And they would have had it. And they would have had it because everybody was pressing the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, he'd have had it if he'd had a guy go deep, but it didn't happen.
And that's what we said. That's a backyard play. Like, dude, you see me, you see them coming toward me, you can run behind them. And there's a legal man downfield. That tells me either somebody thought it was a pass play, somebody thought it was a running play.
A lot of times you'll see that too, Stacy. I mean, if it is, if they think it's a running play, they're going to leak out and go down, be downfield and get called for a legal man downfield. So, and that's declined by Barnwell.
And that's the thing. That's why there was confusion along the line and the receivers and the quarterback. That was total miscommunication. 2nd and 20. Actually, more than that now. Yeah, right at 2nd and 20. After that penalty, holding penalty from the first down play prior. 2:24 left to play in the third quarter. It'd be interesting to see if they keep on the ground to stubbornly work the clock. I would
too.
But they've passed it here. They went for the touchdown to pass. Inside crossbuck action again. Nothing happening. Angelo Cromer chopped down. A good job up front by Barnwell.
Yes. Up in there. Jordan Peoples also. Give him some credit to hold that minimum gain. And now, again, Barnwell's got him way behind the chains. Got to get him stopped here. Got to get off the field.
And you see how slow-moving Clinton is. They're not really.
Clock is on their side.
Yeah, they're very deliberate. Right, they're very deliberate. This is all on purpose because with every tick of the clock, you apply pressure. And so at this point, the clock becomes a 12th defender when Barnwell has the football. I'm going to snap this here in just a few seconds, but it'll be close to a minute when Barnwell gets it. If they stop Javian Cook, he has a burst. Javian Cook picking him up across the 20, across the 10, inside the end zone, galloping, zoom. Touchdown, Clinton. We're looking for flags. I see a player down. Rushes touchdown if it stands. Strike up the Clinton Red Devil fights on. There's a player down, tempering the enthusiasm at the 45-yard line. Take a look at this, Joe.
Get some great blocking out there, and he just turns the corner, puts his foot in the ground, the edge not there, and there he goes. He's on his way. He's galloping. The war horse is galloping too, but they can't get there.
I think he broke the tape at the 20-yard line. I think he broke the tape early and then started back running. But they have a player down.
This one's coming back. We've got a penalty.
Yeah, that's why they weren't really celebrating. Then the player down. So a lot went wrong after we thought it was a touchdown. There's an injured Clinton offensive lineman on the 45-yard line. They're going to get him up, I believe. And then there's also some laundry. And that's number 79 who's going to limp off. That's Jared Honeycutt.
It's still going to go as a gain because the penalty came down around the 42 of Barnwell.
Clinton is set up at a 3rd down and 12.
So they're going to mark it back to the 48 of. So it's going to be
3rd and 12. There, yes. Apparently a penalty. Apparently a holding call down the field.
Now, I'll go back to that play again at some point.
Why not? Yeah. They maybe run it this side.
Yeah.
Wide side of the field.
Man, Javian Cook is fun to watch, though.
He is.
Blocking was too good that time. They're going to put it in the air this time. Looking left, now over the middle. He's going to overthrow this one a little bit, but he had a man streaking. That was Chris Boyd streaking behind the safeties. Just overthrew it, overshot it that time. Richardson.
Almost made that connection.
Yes. Wow. They were going for it right there. It's going to stop the clock, but it's punt time. And Barnwell will take possession with a 1:23. Like I said, even you're looking at a minute and a quarter if you're Barnwell. At some point, you're going to have to abandon the run if you don't score this next drive. Short punt. This could be big. Good tackle that time, Boyd. Chris Boyd with a big tackle. I thought he had a lane, Joe.
Well, he did have a lane, and the thing is, he caught the ball full stride going forward and had some green grass out here in front of him. And if Chris Boyd doesn't make that tackle,
he's still running.
Jaquan Peoples might have the second big explosive return for a touchdown today. He had that 77-yard kickoff return early in the first quarter. It almost took that one.
He'd been headed down 6:01. So now Barnwell takes over. They need points in a hurry. Sturkey knocked away. Well defended that time by Bryson Perrin, the junior defensive back for Clinton. Take a look at this coverage right here, Joe.
That's textbook, too. I mean, that could have been a completion right there, right in Sturkey's hands, but get over there to break the pass up.
Yeah, he separated receiver from ball, right? That's how they teach it.
Bryson Perrin.
Second and 10. They're going to look over the middle. It's time that slant. Sturkey again, this time caught. They're going to mark him a little bit short of the line, a yard short. And that's the problem right now. If you're Barnwell, you got to feel like the passing game really hasn't been there for you in the chunks that you needed in. That's a decent catch right there, but not the chunks you needed in. He did a good job holding on to that. Good job, Sturkey.
Ball's on him in a hurry.
Yes. And they're going to run this with Austin, and he barely got it, I think.
Again, I think that's first down.
They got to work so hard, though, man. They're working so hard.
That's a great point, Stacy. I mean, it seems like that the Clinton, offense, they're able to generate things and pick up things much easier than what Barnwell's been able to do today. It's a real struggle, it seems, for the Warhorses to get 6, 7, 8 yards, and it's a struggle to get just a first down.
Which makes this 22-point deficit seems almost larger than 22. So there's a long road to hoe, and they've had to work so hard to turn these yards out. Well defensed all game by Clinton. It's a lot of time. Almost broke it up. Man, one more step, and it's going back to the house. Great break on the ball that time by Mason Tinsley. Wow, what a play. That's the second time he's been around the ball and almost had an interception. Watch this.
You see this in slow motion developing. You see Tinsley closing right here. If he gets one more step right there, he's going the other way with that football, but that's a great pass breakup by Tinsley.
That's coaching. They seem to have known where the ball is going every play. Even the ones they didn't break up, they were where the ball was going.
Yeah.
Like, well scouted by the defensive staff of Clinton. Second and 10. Man, just nowhere to go. Nowhere. That's shut down that time by Kennius Williams. Kennius Williams, the junior. 5'9", 178, number 44 right there. He's played himself a good game as well.
Just the domination today up front by Clinton.
We'll step away. 3 quarters in the books. One chapter left to settle it. Barnwell, Clinton, 2A state championship game.
When I was growing up, I was taught, if you make a promise, you keep it. And for 45 years, that's what we've been doing at A&I Fire and Water Restoration. From Wilmington to Florence, from Myrtle Beach to Charleston. When disaster has struck, we've made promises to tens of thousands of families to turn their houses to homes again. We take pride in keeping our promises. It's what we do. It's who we are.
A&I Fire and Water Restoration.
We at the Stanley Law Group believe that we are the premier trucking accident law firm in South Carolina. We have the experience, the ability, the knowledge to pursue and to execute and to resolve these types of cases on behalf of our clients. I would recommend that you pick up the phone and you call us. At the Stanley Law Group, justice begins here.
Fire and Water Restoration brings you the Weekend of Champions. We're game 1, fourth quarter action set for you. Clinton in control over Barnwell, and they having a whale of a time. See, what I could have said something yesterday. It's a whale of a time. Red Devil mascot on your screen there. That's Coach Smith, I believe, right there on your screen. That's one of his assistants, actually. They're trying to cook up something. They're trying to conjure up some things.
Don't have a lot of time to do it, Stacy.
No, time is of the essence.
Yes, it is.
So they have the ball at the 46-yard line. They're on the move. They'll go back and pass this time. Austin looking for a lot. Overthrown, overshot him. Had his man down there. There's a guy who made a couple of big catches for him already. William Robinson, one of the senior captains. Captains tonight for Barnwell is Logan Sturkey, number 2, and Jordan Peoples, 3, and William Robinson, 5, and of course Cameron Austin, number 9. So Austin right there coming off the field, and this going to be 4th and 13, Joe. That was. Sometimes I wanted to just go for 15 yards, maybe. I guess they thought they had the matchup they wanted.
I think they had it. I mean, I think they had the play there.
No, it was open.
It was there, just couldn't hit it.
I'm just saying that was a all or nothing situation, though. And the nothing is you give the ball back to Clinton, who's going to take their time. They're going to squeeze every second, score or not. The next time they give you the ball back, they're going to deflate all the air out of the football.
If they'd have hit that, it'd have been here's to you, Mr. Robinson.
Absolutely. Dustin Hoffman reference there. Look at that, some team spirit all in the building. Celebrating, having a great time down here in Orangeburg, the host once again. And we have a player down for Barnwell. Got to get him up off the ground. Favoring that left leg that time. Hope it's only a cramp. That is Demaje Defoe. Now you know.
Stacy, the 1A game comes up at 7:30 tonight. Abbeville versus Cross.
That's going to be
most of all of these stations that you're watching on us right now.
Stay tuned.
Watch that.
Yeah, stay tuned. It's going to be a great broadcasters coming in to have the call for you on that one. And then I'll be back tomorrow, myself, Jason Patterson, and Coach Eddie Mojo to have the 2 o'clock game tomorrow. Dutch Fork versus Somerville tomorrow. Jamin Cook right there, 18 for 89. So I got a feeling he'll have all the opportunities to get his 100 yards because they're going to run it. This time they're going to give it to the young man who carried most of the last possession, Angelo Promer. 16.
That was.
Sophomore, by the way. They say good programs don't graduate. So you always see these really good teams, always some 10th graders lurking around the program. And then when they get to seniors, there'll be some more 10th graders lurking around. It's kind of how you keep those winning traditions going. So 11-14 on the rolling fourth quarter clock.
From the 22-yard line.
And they go into the whole old school huddle. They go everything. They go into team meetings. I mean, they pulling up chairs, sitting down for
awards banquet and all that.
All that. Cook is going to get yards on that left side. Thought they had him hemmed up, but he's going to get about 8. Nice run on that left side, well blocked for Javen Cook.
That's Javen Cook. We just saw that graphic moments ago at 89 yards on the game prior to this rush right here as he takes the ball left side, cuts it out to the outside. Picks up about 7-8 yards right there, closing in on 100 for the afternoon.
Yeah, he's right there. He'll get his opportunities. 3rd and 1 on the rolling clock. They're going to snap this close to the 10-minute mark. Oh, hit the backfield. Nice thump that time. Wow, that was a big hit that time. The ball carrier was Rick Gilliam, but they hit. Talk about the hit, Joe.
It's like Henry Creech right there, just a sophomore linebacker, gets in there, gets great penetration up the field. And that's how you make a good, sure tackle, one-on-one tackle.
Again, a sophomore. He'll be a guy you'll hear the next 2 years at Barnwell. The future's bright. That's Coach Fountain.
I mentioned the former coach at Lamar, won 2 state championships there and trying to pick up his 3rd year. He's in great shape right now. And Clinton doing the smart thing. Just punt the football away. You got the score, got the clock on your side.
Coach Fountain was on your screen just then. He said they want to go 1-0 every week. Speaking of this field right here, like Coach Chettisberry's taught at Benedict and teaches at State, they use that same mantra at Clinton. And they say they go by the mantra of EAT. EAT is effort, attitude, and toughness, Joe.
Yep.
That's the Clinton hallmark. Their love, toughness, integrity, effort, and pride in your community. See him rolling them up. See the disco move there? My man had the shades on. He rolled it up, Joe. He's ready for the party.
He's a cool ref today. I like that. He's chilling with the shades.
Yeah, he's ready for the Thursday night activities. Roll that up. It's going to be
a false start there.
Yeah.
Clinton.
Yeah, they're going the wrong direction, but look at the clock, though. I told you, Corey Fountain, he'll take 21 points. If Barnwell promises not to score again, Corey Fountain will keep 21.
Uh-oh.
And that touched him. That's going to be a free-for-all. That may be Clinton.
Leo, here we go.
Good job getting back on that. That is a great job getting on that. That could have been disastrous for Barnwell. Wow, step away. Take a break. Pause for the cause. We'll be back with 9:21 left to settle it here. Clinton versus Barnwell, 2A title game.
I'm Dr. Timothy Gregory with Coastal Wound Care. Are you living with a diabetic or chronic wound? A wound that won't heal can lead to serious problems, even amputation. At Coastal Wound Care, we provide the most up-to-date treatments, including negative pressure, compression therapies, and skin substitutes. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing. Are you experiencing diabetic or chronic wounds? At Coastal Wound Care, your healing is our priority. Our physician-run private practice allows us to prescribe the most up-to-date wound therapy, offer rapid appointments, and ensure you see the same caregivers at each visit. Call Coastal Wound Care now and start healing.
Welcome back. South Carolina High School League Weekend of Champions Football Style 2024 brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. And we're going to tell you about the Founders Federal Credit Union defensive player of the game here shortly in this fourth quarter. Relax with Founders Federal Credit Union. We've had some big offensive plays, but we also had some really physical defensive play and opportunistic play, Joe.
No doubt about that, and it's the Clinton defense today that's really been the story of this game. They have not let Barnwell get into any sort of rhythm offensively. They've won the line of scrimmage. Both sides of the ball, and the Clinton defense really has risen to the occasion on the game's biggest stage.
9:21 left in the season for both teams. Clinton in full control, up 22. Barnwell trying to find an answer. Their one touchdown was off a kickoff return. Early in the first quarter, early in the ball game. Couldn't get on track all afternoon.
The third play of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Now the pressure's going to be on to move the ball by air. A lot of white jerseys around that football right there. Good tackle made by Boyd. He's been flying around the entire game, number 7 in white.
Tackle made on the play by Clinton's number 7, Chris Boyd.
So we'll see what they dial up here. They hadn't really gone downfield but a couple times. Joe almost hit a play last time they hit the ball. Now, they may be there for them. But you got a feeling Clinton has had those short passes diagnosed the entire ball game. They've really been closing in on the screen play, their slant game.
Done a great job of keeping the war horses in the corral all afternoon.
And it was stable. Ball's at the 39-yard line. They're going to look over the middle this time, and there it is. Caught this time. Got some blockers in front. We'll see what happens here. Down the sideline right there. Be careful of a hold right here. He kept his footing. Knocked out of bounds, and that is Austin Boyd, the other Boyd brother. That is the brother of Chris Boyd has been flying around with a big turnover for Clinton. Wow.
That one may go a long way to salting this one away. You see Austin looking over the middle, and he just kind of fires this one. I'm not sure what happened to the receiver right there on the route.
Like holding it tight to his chest, right? That's well coached right there. He's holding the ball tight, like he's got some running back training. That's the older brother. Chris Boyd is the junior. Austin Boyd is the big brother. He said, little brother getting too much airtime. Let me get a little something right here.
So that's what it's called, ball security once you take the ball out of the air like that. Don't let anybody come in there and strip it away or punch it out of there.
Well coached. Ball's at the 30-yard line. No penalty. Good job not holding. We get a lot of holds on interception returns. This time we do the cross buck action again, and the ball carrier slipped down as he got the handoff that time. That might be, yeah, that's DJ Clark. Has one of the 4 touchdowns this ball game for Clinton.
That's right, he scored
second one.
Back in the first quarter on a 27-yard run.
Made it 15 with extra point, made it 15-6 at that point. So it'll be 2nd and 9 right there from the 29-yard line. Nothing happening for Jamin Cook. Good penetration that time up front for Barnwell.
This is it right there, giving him credit. Big time tackle. Gets good penetration up the field. No one able to block him. Gets the tackle for loss.
3rd and 11 now. But again, no hurry if you're playing this. I mean, you're
not worried about anything here except melting some clock.
The timeout call because the clock has stopped. Penalty.
Dead ball.
Okay.
Personal foul on the defense.
That's the frustration right there, Joe, after the play.
We hear from the official for the first time
there
today. How about that? That
clear.
Microphone works. He's
Clear.
got to turn it on.
Yes. But that's frustration, right? You got it after the play and 7 minutes to go in the ball, 7.5. Yeah, that's just the reality sitting there now. What looks like it could be reality sitting there now.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure they'll keep it clean down the stretch right there, but you can't help but be frustrated. Everybody wants to win. The competitive nature of these young folks. That's how they got here, being competitive. This is the young man who I think has played himself a solid game at running back 21. Rick Gilliam, the sophomore, number 21. He is physical behind his pads, you know. And then the doctor's implant red zone too, Joe. I got to mention that.
He really runs downhill well. He scored earlier in this ball game on a 5-yard touchdown run early in the second quarter that gave Clinton the 21-6 lead, and they are firmly in the driver's seat at the moment here, approaching the 7-minute mark to play.
Ball's at the 8-yard line, and yeah, you're right. They are the catbird seat, whatever that is, whatever that means. They're in that up the middle again. This young man just rattling teeth. There he is again, Rhett Gilliam, 21. Rick says, frankly, my dear, I don't care. Across the goal line.
That's a good way to say it.
Rushes, touchdown, strike up. The Clinton fight song one more time. And we're going to all know it by heart at this rate. That's the clincher. Take a look, Joe.
I think it is, too. Again, just power running right up the middle. Run through one tackler right there, bullying his way into the end zone. That's just all want to right there by Rhett Gilliam. It's just a sophomore running back. He said, feed me the ball. I know where the goal line is, and he gets there.
Rhett Gilliam just said, give me your cornbread. Just absolutely bossing people in there. The touchdown, that extra point is hands to the sky that time. And the lead mounts. Chris Fortman, the extra point, 35-6 your score. We'll step away. Look at Santa Claus. Look at that. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas here at the high school league championships. Come on back.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start?
Here, in the classroom.
On the stage.
In the pool. On the field. Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends. Yeah! Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back. South Carolina High School League Football Championships 2024 from Oliver C. Dawson Bulldog Stadium here on the campus of South Carolina State, brought to you by A&I Fire and Water Restoration. Stacey Huff, Joe Cashin in the booth, Jack the Longchamps on the sideline, and you see the score. Combination by Clinton, 35-6. All of our scoring summaries, by the way, brought to you today by Palmetto Pride. Palmetto Pride is keeping South Carolina beautiful as the state's anti-litter organization. We'll share that with you coming up right now with the Low Country Crawl Spaces kickoff. We've had a lot of kickoffs in this game. Let's work together to correct your crawl space problems today. Look up Low Country Crawl Spaces. Short kick, fielded at the 23, and the violence at the 32-yard line. Physical tackle. Barnwell takes over down 29 with the 6:42 left to settle it.
There you go, 4 plays, 30 yards. Rhett Gilliam, 8-yard touchdown run right there to give Clinton the 35-6 lead.
There's a young Gilliam, a 10th grader, folks. He's a youngster. He'll be back for this couple of years. These programs have good young talent, and Brought to you by Palmetto Pride, as I mentioned, that scoring update. 10 for 56, 5.6 yards a carry. That ain't bad for a youngster in his first ever state championship game.
Clinton has to be over 300 yards rushing today. They came in at 340 per game on the ground.
They've had their way.
Yep.
Austin with another throw out to the far side over there, and fighting for yards close to the sticks that time. It looks like that's zero. Kazir Wesley. Talk about Tinsley. Tinsley's had himself a pretty solid game as well. A junior.
Barnwell looks like they'll come up a little bit short today, but great year that they had. They won 13 out of 14 games. Only loss was to South Aiken back in week number 4.
Yep. Stewart Law first down to the sideline. That's going to be out of bounds, but yeah, that last first down brought to you by Stewart Law Offices. Visit stewartlawoffices.net today. Tough day for the senior Austin.
Ryan Smith.
Let's take a look at this pass, Joe. Oh, look at my man. I still got it. He about to take I got it. Huh? That's how I used to do it. Now they got to hear about how he did it back in the day. That bus ride back home, he going to tell them about how he used to get at him. He got the Heisman. He do the Heisman. Folks. I love it. He's going to tell them about how he averaged 100 yards a game in high school and college. Austin out to the wide side again over there to the same man, Wesley. Wesley snipes his way up for 2 yards.
That's all what you did there.
Yeah, a little something. I commentate the score. When the score gets a certain way, you might break out the bad puns. Bad commentary. Let's see. You mentioned coming up at 7, the 1A matchup, Abbeville Cross. Abbeville's in the conversation. They may have more titles. Them and Gaffney have most titles of any teams in the state, maybe. That's a good throw and catch that time. Gain of about 13. Stewart first down for Barnwell. A little too late because we're looking at benediction time right about now.
It's getting close to that, Stacy. Yep. Good pass, though, right here from Cameron Austin. He gets time back in the pocket. Moves off his spot a little bit. Is able to buy himself some time and completes the pass over the middle of Logan Sturkey. Picks up the first down.
Flushed out of the pocket, running right. Just tossed it out of bounds that time. Good pressure. Then I got KJ Smith again.
Tell you what, I'm not sure who the defensive player of the game is going to be, but KJ Smith's been involved in a lot of action today.
Yeah, Cameron Austin, 13 for 26. That's not horrible. The 94 is not great, and of course, no touchdowns. The offense in total has 0 touchdowns.
The problem for Barnwell is they have not been able to generate anything on the ground. I mean, you've got to be able to run the ball effectively to open up the pass game. They have not been able to get any sort of ground game going.
Yeah, the trenches were won today by Clinton on both sides, really. Nice defense on that pass that time. The young man, Brett Young, the Young brothers. Brett being the senior, number 10. He's played himself for quite a ball game as well. He and his brother.
3 sets of brothers on this team.
He and Luke.
For Clinton. Again, you give that offensive line, Barnwell, some kudos there. You give Austin plenty of time to throw the football, but on the back end, a great defensive play to get that pass broken up by Brett Young.
Yeah, 5:17 left to play. 3rd and 10 right here. It's a big throw if you want to keep the ball right here. You don't want to get 4th and predictable. He flipped it out. That's not a fumble. He flicked that out.
Pass. Complete pass.
So 4th, and this is, you look at 4th and the last chance right here. Last dance for Mary Jane.
You watch it right here. He comes under some pressure. Has to try to scramble out of there. Almost taken down. He just flips the ball forward. Good pressure that time by Jaden Clinton.
In all intents and purposes, that was grounding, but there was somebody nearby that was a give up play.
Somebody working somewhere in the Orangeburg area.
Somewhere, in the greater OBC. Clean pocket. Throw it. Oh, should have been intercepted. Not caught. Boyd had a better chance of that pass than anybody else.
Threw that ball before the receiver really had come out of the break. Quan Peete was the intended target over there on that right side. You see it right here. Austin kind of a weird snap. Steps up in the pocket, fires it. I'm not sure right there if Peoples kind of got turned around on the route, but he hadn't come out of the break to go to the right to catch that ball. And so once again, the Clinton defense comes up with a big stop here with just 5:05 left. And
35-6, 5:05 left to play in the ball game, folks. If you're tuning in, glad to have you with us. First of 6 total games, Weekend of Champions here from Oliver C. Dawson Bulldog Stadium on the campus of Orangeburg of South Carolina State here. Let's go down to the sideline with Jack, the Longchamps. Jack, what's going on?
Hey, guys, this dream's become reality for Clinton High School today. I think this game can be pretty much summed up at that goal line stand. How about the sophomore? Rhett Gilliam at 5'11", 190. He sure as heck doesn't look like a sophomore. And talking with Coach Fountain, I think a lot in part to do with this domination we've seen today is they have imposed their will on the trenches. He says he thinks he's got the best strength and conditioning coach in the country. Wanted to shout out his guy, Adam Howell. And you can see they have been physical on both sides of the rock today. And kudos to Adam Howell for getting these guys not only ready to go today, but all season long.
Thank you, Jack. I appreciate that. That sounds familiar, Joe. They dominated the trenches. We both have said that up here. They wanted, I said both teams would come in stubbornly trying to establish the trenches, and the team that did that would win. Clinton did it early and stayed on it.
And Jack's all over it. I mean, that's a great point down there because, yes, they have dominated at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. And you look up at the scoreboard, that just belies that point.
Yeah, he mentioned the young man who I like a lot, to the running back, Rhett Gilliam. Yeah, 5'11", 190. That's good size for a 10th grader. Now they got another.
He runs hard, too. You know, north and south kind of guy. Does go down in first contact.
The guy in the game, KJ Vance, is in at running back now. He just ran that with number 6. Give him some love. Yeah, they're going to a younger back end. He's in motion now, and that's going to be Gilliam. Got hit but fell forward for about a couple yards there. We head toward the 3.5 minute under 3.5 minutes left to play in this ball game show. This may be the last. Barnwell may not touch the ball again.
They may not. Again, I wanted to make the point earlier. They have had a great season just to get here, reaching 5-2A champs. Ryan Smith in his second season. They'll be back. They were here in 18 and 19 and came up a little bit short, but they've had a great season. They'll forever remember that Sherrall game in the 3rd round. They won 28-27.
Some controversy in the game.
Did the ball hit the ground or not?
I'm from up that way. I'm from Chesterfield. Terrell was my rivals growing up, but they were sending me videos. I was like, man, much as I never minded Terrell losing growing up, that was an interesting call.
Did the ball hit the ground? Was it pancaked? Yeah. What wound up being an interception return for Barnwell for a touchdown, which turned that game completely around.
Yeah.
They wound up winning by a point.
So I got 2 or 3 videos sent to me that night. Like, what do you think? You see what this is?
I watched it too.
Yeah, I wasn't. I don't know. I wasn't. Flag down on the play. Holding call on. Maybe some backups in the game right now. Here and there, I see 11 in the ball game. Hadn't seen him a lot earlier. That's Sapphire Tribble. I like the name.
There you go.
Sapphire Tribble, a junior. Right receiver, free safety. A couple other.
He's glowing out there.
There you go, shining bright, like
yes, he is.
Under pressure.
You know, Coach Fountain. Yeah, you want to give as many kids as you can an opportunity out here. And looks like this one's over, and they're going to hoist a trophy. Get them out there.
Nice little wide run that time for Angelo Cromer. Speaking of jewelry, though, they're going to be now. If you're over that side of the field, think about getting fitting for rings.
It's ring season.
It's ring season.
Hashtag ring season.
And you're thinking about this, Coach Fountain. He senses it. And if you're over there, the Clinton fans, you're thinking about it. Are we going to do a parade? Are we going to do a party?
Plans maybe both. Maybe all.
Maybe all of that. Plans are going to be formulated. Plans are being formulated with 2:35.
It's going to be a great trip back up I-26 this afternoon. Of course, you got caught in that trappic coming down.
Man, it's crazy, man. I got to head back for the bash in Columbia when I leave right now. So traffic's going to be very interesting here. Clinton, hard off I-26. What is it, exit 51 or so?
It is 50. In the 50s. That's for sure. 53, 52, something like that.
Yeah, a couple of them in the 50s, yeah. Presbyterian College is...
Got the Blue Ocean up there. Give some plugs to businesses up there, right?
Presbyterian College is up there off in Clinton.
Former PC head coach Harold Nichols is on their radio broadcast team. Love that guy.
Great stuff.
Great job.
Great stuff. Short kick. Go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line, and that's where. So Barnwell will touch it again. Let's see if they keep it on the ground, or will they continue to air it out here?
First down and 10 for the Warhorses.
Look at our Mark Brown play of the game. Way back when they got after a great start. Take a look, Joe. Talk about it.
Second play, Sean Richardson takes the snap. Quarterback makes the handoff. goes 78 yards right there. Made one man miss, and that's the only guy he needed to break the tackle. And there he goes. They are not catching Richardson. He goes the distance. Second play from scrimmage. They get the 2-point conversion and never trail with this one, Stacy, after that.
There's our play of the game. Mark Brown, your dedicated injury lawyers. Appreciate that for that. We also have a defensive player we'll show about and the player of the game. All that coming up. And they won't let us get started. They're going to stop play. Maybe a timeout call here.
It is.
Not sure what's going on there, but they did bring Cameron Austin back out on the field. But again, it's benediction time to hit you have the closing hymn, the altar call, and
that time of the invitation,
and head to the buffet.
Where are we eating?
All that, and the after church nap, and the nap. All that's coming up. So, but it's been a good day if you're a Clinton Red Devil. My boy Darwin, I had a buddy of mine named Darwin with the Carolina back in the day. He was a Clinton guy, played basketball at Clinton. Darwin's last name Darwin was. I was thinking about Darwin when I think about Clinton. And then Thornwood Orphanages up in that area. Our high school basketball coach came from up that way. Celebrate
the 9th state championship, all the way back to 1939 for Clinton.
Yes, that's pre-modern, I would say. Pre-modern.
6 under legendary coach Keith Richardson, as we mentioned earlier.
Looking to throw one more time. Austin, nice throw and catch that time, though, right at the ball caught about the 45. Run down to midfield that time. That is, I'm marking at the 49. That is Kazir Wesley. Take a look at this throw.
Yep, good throw here by Austin. It's got a hole shot right there. Gets that thing in there. That ball gets right in on the receiver.
Across midfield, and they're going to throw it again, of course. Airing it out. Referee, almost looking grab, reaching that pocket for a second, and he didn't. Broke it up.
Robinson had a step on the defender. The ball's thrown a little bit farther down the field. The ball's in the end zone, just a little bit underthrown.
Yeah, he could have been a nice fight for the ball. Had it been out a little bit in front, but keep looking like he'll go down slinging. And again, a little short pass this time, and knocked out of bounds is Wesley.
Wesley on the reception. Brett Young on the tackle for Clinton. 5-yard break play. Sets up a
Pick up 5 right there.
44-yard line.
Stop the clock at 1:47. Jack will have the winning coach after the game.
Absolutely. Looking forward to hearing from Coach Corey Fountain. Shotgun snap. Throw it behind miscommunication with Ian Robinson that time.
Blitz to Clinton. Brings the heel, the snap. Cameron Austin rather have to get rid of that football before he wants to.
And we'll
This is likely the last stand right here for Barnwell.
Absolutely. See what they dial up here. Let's say they take a just 4th and 5. You can go for the first down. You just air it out and go to the end zone. Lucky he's going to try to go down that sideline. It was covered, and it's going to be tackled. Ball comes out. I think he threw that forward. I think he slung that forward. Picked up though. Angelo Cromer.
Complete pass. I think we're going to talk about this. Was that a pass? Was that? Doesn't really matter because he was stopped short of the line.
Either way,
anyway.
it's a turnover. That's why he did it. It didn't matter.
Yeah.
That's ball game either way.
Flag here.
Grounding.
We have an incomplete pass.
Yep.
We had an illegal forward pass for beyond the line of scrimmage. Be 5 yards. Loss of down. First down.
I love a clean ref. I'll tell you what. These last 2 calls by the white hat down there, they have been clean as a whistle. Gotta love it.
That was Austin Boyd, I believe, with that. What would have been a fumble? It wasn't a fumble though, but he did scoop it up though. Look at T&A. They celebrating now. Brett Young.
Yep.
Having a good time. So now should be you couldn't kneel it out now.
I think it's victory formation time right now. They got to do anything else here.
They got a backup quarterback in shotgun formation, so it may not be victory formation. They're going to hand it off. They're all young backfield in the ball game. The ball came out. And the quarterback is Owen Glenn, a sophomore. Another 10th grader gets
number 20,
love.
Simmons on the carry. No fumble on the play.
The run was by A.Z. Simmons, a junior, number 20. Who else we got? We got a bunch of New Jacks in the game right now. 5 is in the game. Amari Grant, a junior. A lot of youngsters. A lot of guys who will be back next year.
Yep.
So like I said, they touched the good grass of the championship game. Wide sweep that time by K.J. Vance, who had a carry the last drive.
They need to stamp it one more time, Stacy. And the first champion of this 2024 Weekend of Champions will be crowned.
1 down, 5 to go. Again, you mentioned 1A game tonight, 7 o'clock tomorrow, 2 o'clock. 5A Division I, Dutch Fork, Somerville. There's that water. There's the cooler. There it is. Corey Fountain gets the fountain of victory poured about him. Little waterfall celebrating. Quarterback's going to go down right at the 47-yard line, and got to love it for Clinton as they celebrate. They knocked on the door. They went 11-2 and 21, 13-1 and 22, Joe. 10-3 last year. Got to the 3rd round last year. A couple of those years. And this year, 11-2. And they're going to close the deal this time. Congratulations, Clinton Red Devils. You are 2A state football champions for 2024. Well done. Congratulations, Coach Fountain and his crew.
Shout out to the Barnwell War Horses. Great season. Comes up a little bit short here today, but nothing to be ashamed of. Great year, and they'll be back next year.
Nothing at all.
Today, Stacy, was all Clinton, right? Essentially from the get-go. 78-yard touchdown scamper on the second play from scrimmage. One of the first quarter scores really put this game out of reach. Barnwell had a chance. They had a drive going early 3rd quarter, but got stopped on downs. And when that happened, Stacy, that was pretty much the ball game. Clinton was able to stop them. Now close to the red zone.
Yeah, you know, Barnwell kept looking for the answer, right? The answer to come back and respond, and Clinton wouldn't allow it.
That's right.
And that's just a team that came downhill. They saw their chance to grab the game by the throat early, and they did. When they went up 21-6, you had a feeling it was, you know, they was in their grasp. And then we'll step away, and we'll have some post-game scenarios and conversations with you when we come back. Congratulations once again to the Clinton Red Devils, state 2A football champions. Come on back, y'all.
Healthy on the outside doesn't mean much if vaping has weakened you from the inside, because the chemicals in vapes don't just leave you short of breath. They damage your lungs on a cellular level, leaving even the fittest among us weak and vulnerable to viruses. So what starts as a vapor's cough can easily turn into pneumonia or something worse. Is vaping sabotaging you? Get the facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
Thank you so much
for putting your faith in us.
We are here because of you.
It really means a lot that you've trusted us over the years.
And we'll be here for you.
I've got to meet good, hardworking people that have become my clients, my friends.
Thank you to everyone that's let us help them and their families.
Thank you, Spartanburg. Thank you, Columbia.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thank
you, Rock Hill.
Welcome back for the A&I Water Restoration presentation of the 2024 High School League Championship. So we're seeing the celebration in the aftermath of the Clinton Red Devils winning the 2A state championship over Barnwell. And we go down to the field with Jack, the Longchamps, with a victorious coach.
Corey Fountain, a state championship, the 2A level is going back to Clinton, South Carolina. How are you and your family feeling?
We just give the glory to God, man. You see these fans, they all showed up. I think if you robbed Clinton right now, you'd never get caught. Everybody came to the game tonight. We're proud of that. Proud of these young men. Proud of our coaches, man. We start back. You go back to work every year right after you lose. Well, guess what? We didn't have to go back to work right after we lose. We got a win, and it was awesome, memorable. I'm just proud of our coaches, our players, our fans. I'm just happy for them.
Speak to, we talked about Adam Howell, the strength coordinator for you guys. You guys dominated the trenches. Speak to the work that those group, maybe those guys, those big uglies up front that don't get a ton of love, how crucial they were to the state championship run.
Yeah, we talk about it all the time. You got to build a champion from the inside out. And we tried to build character in these young men in the offseason. We've been so close. We focused on character in the offseason. We focused on perseverance, determination, the weight room, building strong, mentally tough kids. And it's just been an honor to coach these young men. I'm going to hate to see these seniors leave.
Well, it was a fountain that maybe will be quite memorable. How are we feeling after the Gatorade done?
Feels great, man.
Coach Fountain, congratulations, state champions. Yes, sir. We'll send it back up to you guys upstairs.
All right, thank you, Jack. Thank you, Coach. That was a great interview and a great game. Coach Fountain got to talk to him on the phone this week. I know it means a lot to him. Coming from a winning tradition at Lamar, he's been up here at Clinton for a while. And he felt like they kept knocking on the door, Joe, and finally they knocked it in, kicked it in, and they get their first title in a long time. And you saw the pride and joy in his face right there. So let's go ahead, with that being said, talk about our player of the game, brought to you by Stanley Law Group. Joe, we're going to have a great announcement for the folks and share with them who it is and what this young man did.
No doubt about it. Sean Richardson, you see really the biggest play of this ball game. It was on the second play from scrimmage. Stanton, the quarterback, 144 yards today for Richardson. He goes 78 right here. He scores 2 touchdowns. This was the first one, and this was the one that really set the tone for this entire ball game. You see him right here. Hits a nice big deep ball right here on a 3rd down. Boom, touchdown. And that one really was the one that put the ball game away there in the 3rd quarter.
Thank you. That was brought to you by the Stanley Law Group, bringing you that player of the game. Sean Richardson, the senior, finishing his career off the right way with the player of the game and a title. And, of course, we're going to talk to you about our defensive player of the game, brought to you by Founders Federal Credit Union. And who is that? It is the young man right there, Cason Copeland, number 8.
Yep, 6 tackles today. Cason Copeland all over the place. You see him on defending the run. You see him defending the pass. We said 6 total tackles in this game. Had a couple tackles lost. The Clinton defense overall, they were the story of this ball game. They won the line of scrimmage up front against the War Horses. Kept them out of the end zone. The only Barnwell score today was the kickoff return. Great job by Clinton. All phases today. That's why they're hoisting the trophy.
Well done, young man. Case number 8 there. He was on the case. He's part of that dominant job up front and in the peripheral of the defense for Clinton. They really played well all across their defensive team, and good job by that staff calling plays. They seem to be ready for whatever Barnwell threw at them. So you see the presentation. We're going to have the trophy presentation here coming up in a moment, and we'll watch them celebrate a little bit.
Athletic Director Louis Alexander.
Go ahead and turn this mic off.
And Assistant Principal John Gardner.
So you see the folks there in white. The crowd is responding to every announcement. They're celebrating the faculty district leadership. And the players, of course, will get their medals as well.
Deputy Commissioner Charlie Winsky will present the state championship trophy to Principal Dr. Martha Brothers.
Yeah, the 9th state championship in the illustrious history of Red Devils football. They get it today. And again, domination really right from the get-go.
The championship trophy.
And man, they set the tone. Number 1 on your screen right there.
Red Devils.
Again, he's getting interest. There's some interest from some different schools. Howard, North Carolina Central, South Carolina State right here in the school field he just played on. So he'll play somewhere on Saturdays. Sean Richardson. Great job
about
handling
that.
the ball.
You saw the speed that he had in this game.
Ball handling was good. They had a couple of botched handoffs and a little fumble. But overall, when you handle the ball that much, with that much quick action in the backfield, there going to be some mistakes. But he really did a good job, handling the ball and running it, being the center force of that offense.
There you go. The moment that you dream of when you start camp in July and August.
Congratulations, Clinton Red Devils. You are the 2024 2A state football champions.
That's a great feeling.
On behalf of the South Carolina High School League and its corporate partners.
Well deserved, too.
That's the 9th state title you see right there, Clinton Red Devils.
Fans and volunteers who have worked
Moment they'll never forget.
First since 2009, so 15 years in the waiting.
Thank you for supporting the Class 2A
They are back in the winner's circle once again. Our first state champion with 6 to be crowned. They are first out of the gate.
7:30 p.m. for the Class A championship game between Cross.
We want to thank our sponsors for making it all happen. The promotional considerations, A&I Fire and Water Restoration, Coastal Wound Care, Will Lugray Opportunity School, Stewart Law Offices, Rushes, Doctors Implants, Low Country Crawl Spaces, and Palmetto Pride. Some of our great sponsors, Mark Brown Law Firm, Founders Federal Credit Union, Jim Hudson Automotive, the Dairy Alliance, Behind the Hayes, South Carolina Department of Public Health, Ingalls Markets. So many people make it all happen here. I want to shout out to my broadcast partner, Joe Cashin, Jack the Longshamps on the sideline, K-Paz and the fellows in the truck, the camera crew, all of y'all make it all happen. Shout out to South Carolina State University for being gracious hosts, and the South Carolina High School League and A&I Fire and Water Restoration bringing you this production and giving these kids some awesome light and attention and love for their accomplishments, these scholar athletes. So shout out to everyone involved. Stay tuned. More high school championships going along this weekend. 7:30 is your next kickoff here. For half of everybody here, I'm Stacey Huff saying thanks for watching the 2A Boys State Championship football game. Clinton defeats Barnwell. Congratulations, Clinton Red Devils.
Ever since my boots first hit these streets, had to scratch